Sacer, we're here. We're back. Just after the SACX relay at ESA is getting ready to end, Sonic Adventure has returned. Welcome everybody to day 4 of the Sonic Adventure CX tournament. We've got a banger set to kick us off. Underground versus Carpnado. This is going to be a phenomenal race. How are you doing today, Must Include?
I'm doing pretty good. Did some practice earlier for CX, and I'm feeling a lot better about my run.
That makes one of us. I did my first CX run. I haven't played the game in like 2 weeks, and I lost 2 minutes in Twinkle Park, and I was on like 36 pace after that, and I just decided I just killed it. I've had so many issues trying to get CX run going. I hope that fortune does not bleed over into our runners as well. I am really excited to see how this goes. Now, Underground, our resident original Flycast user, will be continuing to use the original build, hence the 60 FPS menu, and Carpnado is using the new improved Flycast Dojo, which is what's leading to him having these 30 FPS menus, but it looks like we're going to be getting down now. So what are you expecting to see from this matchup?
I'm really hoping to see Underground play with a lot more consistency than the last run that happened. Underground's been practicing a lot, so I hope it pays off today for them.
For sure, and I know Carp has been putting in a ton of work over the last couple days. He's been playing a bunch of SA1 and practicing at ILs in his spare time. So both of our runners now are taking on Chaos Zero. I got not too much to say about Chaos Zero. Carp's got an early 1 second lead. That's important.
We've come to find out every second matters in these runs.
It's pretty true. I think did Underground beat Jimmy first? Oh, I think they might be loading slightly faster. Wow, their loads are identical. Carp saved exactly 1 second. That's nuts.
Underground talking to the monitor.
Both runners entering Emerald Coast at the same time. I don't know who's going to take this. Both their PVs are relatively close to each other. Underground has been running the game for a much longer time, but has not enjoyed Sonic Story until relatively recently. So either one of these runners could end up taking it. Carp, of course, being former world record holder for Sonic Adventure DX, one of the oldest runners, not in age, but in tenure in the entire community, has a 30-minute time RTA, which is still the strongest RTA strongest RTA run on the board. But time comes for everyone, and will Underground, the new blood, be able to dethrone the old guard of Carp?
Maybe. Just gotta see how these stages are feeling today. Anything could happen.
Yeah, speaking of anything happening, having a little dance party there on the slope. And already you started to see some strat differences between these two. As Underground did not go for the whale hop, the spin dash jump across that little gap that saves 2 seconds, he decided to take Emerald Coast the long way, which doesn't lose that much time. As you can see, these two are going to be ending up at about the same time, with a 1:15 from Carp and a 1:30 from Underground. About a 15-second difference out of Emerald Coast. That's a really nice lead to have in the early game. That's definitely not going to be enough. Yeah, that jump only saves 2 seconds. I don't know why it's taught to everybody so early. It was definitely one of the first things I learned, but it's a very unsubstantial time save, all things considered.
I guess it's just because it's like right there and it's not too difficult to go for most of the time.
It's a good, if you get good at that, you can get good at spin dash jumping in general, because that's one of the toughest ones in the game. Unlike a lot of other spin dash jumps, that one in specific, since we're getting an egg hornet, we can talk about this for a bit. That spin dash jump has basically no buffer you can do for it. You have to just hit it, and if you fail it, you die. A lot of the other spin dash jumps have some sort of backup, or if you get a hover, you'll be okay. That one you kind of have to hit perfect.
Yeah. Again, at least it's not like too bad to go for.
Yeah, it's not too bad to go for, and again, because it is so early in the run, you can just reset it away, like if you have a mistake. But for consistency's sake in a race, it's definitely not worth the time loss, and I respect Underground's more stable approach. Go for what you know rather than something that you feel like could throw you some time. But Carp has been firing on all cylinders, already has the Windstone, as Underground is just now loading out of Egg Hornet. The hub world movement difference and that 15 seconds from Emerald Coast has definitely been helping. He gained an additional 5 seconds just in hub world movement. 20 seconds ahead entering Windy Valley. Let's see how much that's going to change. One Windy Valley 3 death could completely swing this in the other direction. A little Tony Hawk on the wall there. That was cool.
Yeah, Windy Valley 3 right here could easily swing this lead.
Very nice tornado skip from Carp. Gamma Clip is just not there. Yeah. Windy Valley 1 has taken... The route for Windy Valley 1 has changed a few times, but the Gamma Clip is just not possible. And Carp doing... Oh, he lost gravity! Okay, recognized,
no.
Didn't commit. That's great. That's... Oh! Okay. Gonna be trying it again? Oh, I don't like that angle. Just barely has the gravity. That's really far. Oh, that's the death! That's the death we were talking about!
Yeah, exactly what I meant.
They're loadless synced and RTA synced going for Windy Valley 3. This is going to matter a ton. Whoever hits this first is going to be in the lead. Underground setting up. I despise this angle. Yeah, that was disgusting.
Angle, maybe on SACX it might have worked.
Where is Carp going? I think Carp has gravity, but Underground struggling with the camera. This trick gets so much harder the long you wait. Okay, he's so fine. He's going to land smack on the emerald. That's perfect. Underground takes this a weird way, but that's going to be just barely not fine. Oh, no. He pressed up the tiniest bit too early. Oh, that is tragic. Oh, all that setup time wasted too. That's rough. Windy Valley is going to be continuing to give Carp the lead even after a bit of a disaster. Underground just needs to hold down for a little bit longer. That's going to be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
With his angle, he's going to be aiming towards the small top island, which if he doesn't adjust his angle, he could actually get a small down warp, which could kill him. So I'm a little nervous about this angle. Okay, no, he ended up he adjusted his angle a tiny bit in the air and just shot over it, so that's great.
That is sad to see, though.
Oh, man. Windy Valley disaster for both runners. It could be worse. It could be worse.
Absolutely. Sometimes that trick just gets you, man.
Some days it's impossible. I swear. Like, the people at Sega be patching that on the daily. "48 seconds ahead now. 28 additional seconds from Windy Valley, even with Carp's disaster. One can only shudder to think how that would have been had Carp had a cleaner Windy Valley. But that's not the future we live in. We live in the future where Carp is now entering the casino. Okay, there we go. Nice angle for FTB. That button has been thoroughly fucked.
Ooh, bad angle there.
Yeah, that's not going to give him enough height.
Funny wall run. Let's go.
That was a little scary at the end there. He almost got warped back inbounds.
Let's say I didn't know the trigger went up that far.
Yeah, that was scary, but he made his way through. So, how are you feeling about this race so far? How are you feeling about Underground's chances?
It's kind of tough to say. I mean, we'll have to see how he plays compared to Carp. I mean, that's pretty basic ass thing to say, but like, there's not really much other than that.
Oh, he's not getting enough
And
of a charge to get FTB. There we go. Yes, you can do the DX Casino clip, but there's an additional kill plane. There is an additional invisible wall, and you don't have as many hover frames, so actually reaching the coins is harder. Plus, the camera is definitely not working in your favor. On top of that, the spin dash jump itself is a lot tougher because of the giant invisible wall. If you touch the invisible wall in this game, it actually has a property which teleports you. So you get teleported back into the center of the safe. So in general, it's not really worth going for. It's possible, but at best, it's only going to be 2 seconds faster. So it's just kind of a wash, really. Like you can go for it. Squeefy used to be the main person at high level who was doing it, but he got very tired of losing runs to Casino, so he's just kind of stopped. And yeah, just to repeat from earlier in the bracket, SA1 has very, very different physics from SACX. SA1 and SACX may look very similar, but they feel very different. The lack of hover frames and Sonic's overall lower jump height and lower top speed make this game's tricks a lot, even if they look similar, very different in actual execution to perform. Oh,
man,
there we go.
to say those look like they should have worked at least like the last 3
No,
times he spin dashed.
no, he was going far too right. That last one only barely worked. You got to aim more towards the rock than the icy slope to get out of there.
That's so sad. Drywall.
Carp leads by a whole minute out of Casino. This lead is just getting further and further. Underground's got to make some magic happen to catch up. The slow and steady approach can only take you so far. Oh, that's not a good look. Oh, that's really not a good look.
Don't pull a me, man.
Okay, second try. Good. We got to see a really fast clip. What do you got, Underground? Oh, that's not enough. That's far too right. That's just too left.
To left.
Oh, no. Oh, that's not even close.
Oh,
What are you
no.
doing? No. He's going to be losing time to Carp on this clip. You don't need this right now. That'll be okay. But, man, that setup took a while.
Carp got hit by the tree.
Why do the runners land so much farther up in Ice Cap? There is no true texture setup because of how the game works. So the only safe setup we have is looking for a bit of the skybox, which is a little ambiguous, holding up for 6 seconds, and then once the skybox disappears, the setup kind of changes. You then neutral stick, because at that point you can wait to see where land is at, then react to it and fall to the right. There's an entirely different setup because none of the falling strats in SACX work.
Yeah, also you fall completely differently in SACX compared to Dreamcast.
Yeah, you kind of fall faster, but if you try to use the old texture setup from SACX, you go straight into a kill plane. The kill plane's a little bit bigger, and it's really easy to get into if you don't know what you're doing. So the setup is mostly a safety thing.
I mean, even with the mistakes, they're still really close right now.
What? Why are we racing? What? The
What?
current prediction on Sacer is Must Include versus Witherman. What the fuck?
Yeah, let's go. Whoever put 10 for me, I love you.
You could beat me, maybe.
No, what do you mean?
Squeefy put in the dough. I don't think it's like impossible that I would lose.
Yeah, you're right. It's not it. I mean, it's not impossible. Doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Maybe. Man, Chaos 4. I fucking hate this boss. I really don't have anything nice to say about it. It is so boring.
Yeah. I mean, it's just kind of jump around and pray you don't get bad RNG, pretty much.
Speaking of boring, we now have Carp going off into Sky Chase 1, almost triggering the Knuckles. I love that Knuckles thing. If you speak to Knuckles there, he just asks you what the fuck your problem is. I think that's really funny. And Carp is already nearly 2 minutes ahead going into Sky Chase. That's not where you want to be if you're underground. We've seen leads like this turn around in the tournament so far, but this is definitely not a good place to be. Underground is on.
Go.
Underground's on Vanilla Flycast. Will he be soft resetting for the cutscene? He will be.
Yes, he will.
I'm gonna have to ask
This
Tethys to stop pressing the damn desktop button so we can actually watch the stream, please.
That's a very nice background you have, Tevis.
And this game is so fun. I love Sonic Adventure.
It's also very fun whenever there's literally nothing to talk about because both of our awesome runners are in Sky Chase.
Oh, there's plenty to talk about. Why did you start running Sonic Adventure?
Because it was literally the only game I had on me for the Dreamcast.
Really? Is that the only reason you started running it?
I started running the game because I got my Dreamcast for Christmas like a couple years ago, and I just had the game. It was the one game I got with it. I was like, yeah, why not? Why not try speedrunning this game? Why not? I'm not even lying. That's literally the only reason I speedrun this game.
You just so happened to own the game and said, sure, why not?
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't say that's not what happened to me, but I was definitely looking for a new game to start running because it had been several years since I had ran anything. And then I opened up speedrun.com, and what do I get? What do I see but Broby doing the Twinkle Park castle skip? The newest run posted when I opened up SRC was Broby's most recent castle skip IL. And I was like, damn, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. I had just picked up a new Dreamcast. I had just gotten a copy of SA1. And I'm like, you know what? That looks baller. I want to do that. So you know what I did? I learned how to do that.
That's a great story.
Shoutouts to Broby. Kind of
very true. Broby's awesome.
Love that guy. He's so cool. Congratulations on the 102 Dalmatians All Puppies record.
Oh, he got a record for that game?
Yeah, in like his third run.
I thought he was still like a minute behind record.
Nah, he got that so fast.
Let's go.
Carp is now going to be entering Twinkle Park. This stage is brutal if you haven't practiced it. The meltdowns here are so real, but Carp has been putting in the work. We're going to see if it's going to pay off. Gets pushed by the pink cart, got the fancy setup. Okay, how's the ringage looking? Oh, that's a lot of ringage. I don't think he's going to opt for a track skip at all. Oh!
No, he's going for SACX track skip.
Goodness
Wow.
gracious, he's going for SACX track skip. Will he be trying to go for space launch? He does not have enough rings if he were to try it. Seems like he doesn't even want to attempt it.
That's a really interesting call.
That is an interesting call for sure, but it is going to end up costing him oodles of time if Underground's able to nail this first try.
He's been practicing it a lot. In fact, whenever we were starting, he was too.
"87 rings on Carp as he is finishing up the track section. Underground struggling a little bit to get out of the hotel. It is the Hotel California now on his way to Twinkle Park. Carp with a beautiful coaster skip and an immediate exit. Going to be trying to make up any of that lost time. Immediately cutting his losses and going for the backup. I understand this entirely. Get out of Twinkle Park at all costs challenge.
Oh man, dude, what is it like an invisible wall or something that like stops you whenever you like try to do the jump there?
Only if you're holding straight up.
No sense.
Yes. If you hold diagonal, you always miss it.
Of course.
And Underground saves
skip.
so much time, immediately nailing it. That is what you like to see. Huge time save from Underground. If he gets out of this stage quickly, he could be making up upwards of 30 seconds. That is what he's going to need to get himself back into the race.
It all comes down to if he gets a coaster skip here.
It's all coming down to coaster skip. All eyes. Okay, nice. Spending a lot of time on the setup. No, holds, goes to left. Tony Hawk's off the wall. That is going to cost them so much time.
That sucks.
Very, very unfortunate. All the time they could have potentially saved, wasted. Watching it as it just drains away. Carp cutting his way through Speed Highway, making it look like a joke. Gets the fast spin dashes too. Underground going to be finishing up with a near identical time to Carp after that death. That is so unfortunate. Carp's lead might continue to grow because of the super strong hub world movement too. The loads for these two are identical. Loadless is doing its job amazingly. So it's not looking good. Of course, we have yet to get into the end game yet. The middle.
Yeah. Skydeck, Lost World, Finally could all very easily flip this.
For sure. Carp has gone on record and said he will never, ever do Final Leg Capsule as long as he lives. So it's going to come down to Underground making a tough decision to potentially secure the race at the end.
From what I've known from talking to him, he won't go for it.
I think the same, but at this point in the bracket, I don't think you have a choice. I think Carp is one of the few people left who can afford to not go for Capsule, and only if he plays out of his mind the entire rest of the game. Oh, that's just enough.
Jesus.
You got to keep in mind, with how loadless times, Final Leg is a lot more than the 2 minutes or so IGT, like the 1 minute 30. Final Leg Capsule can save you upwards of 2 minutes just by landing it first try. That is such a boon to have. That's such a shot in the arm in the end of the race, right at the finish line. That amount of time saved over someone else can be a huge difference maker. We've seen these races come down to be within 30 seconds of each other. A 2 minute difference at the end is huge.
Yeah, but I mean, Underground, as I've said, he hasn't been like practicing finally cap or anything at all. If he manages to hit it, I would honestly be dumbfounded, to be completely honest.
Crazier things have happened, though. I did watch Spacebar hit it within like 10 minutes on his first try in person. You know, people be surprising you when their pride's on the line. Now, will Carp is not attempting the rock slide. That makes sense. I think that strat's too young for him.
It's also really stupid.
It's not that bad.
The rocket is just fine.
Now, how will Carp be attempting this bit of movement here? That looks great, but how will he be going into Act 2? Will he be going up top? No, he's taking the hard route. He's taking it fast, he's taking it hard. That was phenomenal.
And then the enemy decides, slow down, Paul.
And then he gets owned so hard at the beginning of Act 2, but whatever. Getting out of Act 1 like that unscathed is going to be gigantic. As long as he doesn't fall down here and hits the checkpoint at 1:01, that is a hilarious time. Lol o'clock. That is great. That is so much. That's what you need in a race like this. Like a 112,
Wow.
110 Red Mountain in a race setting. I understand for some SACX pros that time might not seem that great. I implore you to try getting a 110 in this game. That is way ridiculous.
He died trying to get back to the capsule second time.
Dying in Act 3 is not good, though. That is pretty slow. Still faster than watching the cutscene, but definitely much weaker.
How slow would you have to be to make watching the cutscene faster? I can't even imagine.
3 deaths and then a 30-second tunnel, probably.
That happens. I'd retire from the game. My god.
All eyes are on Underground's Red Mountain now. He's got a hill to climb, a mountain of red to get through. Is he going to be taking the safe strat? Oh, he's going safe. How safe is he going, though? This is going to matter.
Yeah, I know he used to do the old, like the super duper safe strat. Seems he's not going for that this time, though. Oh no!
No! You gotta press the A button a little faster than that.
Oh man.
I gotta be
Hard that
trying
spin
it
dash from
again.
far back. Oh no!
Oh no!
He did that spin dash from so far back, and he still overshot the rock.
Oh, he doesn't need this right now. It might be worth it just to do the ultra safe strat, just to finish the stage. I'm not liking this. Oh, that's a hover. That's not going to give him the distance if he's not ready. I saw it coming from a mile away. This hurts to watch. What's he going to do? Carp is cutting him up like he's the sushi now.
Is he just gonna go with the super safe strat or no? Oh wait, yeah, he's just gonna go with the
analysis paralysis there for a second, but just decides to cut his losses. I agree. I think he should have done this a life ago. This is going to end up giving him a huge disadvantage. So if you're underground now, what's your win condition? Like, what do you need? What do you do? Oh, this is too far. There you go. He turned around.
Oh man, for one, I think you'd have to pray Carp has a meltdown somewhere. That's for sure.
Yeah, but like where? Like I guess Skydeck. You gotta hope for a Skydeck severe meltdown. Meltdown.
Meltdane.
Meltdane. He did get the checkpoint, so he's not going to be resetting back to the beginning of Act 2. But oh man, this this is
That's
beginning
sad.
to this is beginning to become a massacre. It's not over yet though. We have seen people on great paces lose 3 minutes in Lost World. Runners who you'd expect to do extremely well. Everyone can melt down to Lost World, you know? Lost World's a super hard stage. Lost World is a slightly inconsistent stage if you're a little bit newer to the game, too. You can lose oodles of time there. The greatest pace of your life can just completely dissipate. So it's not over until it's over. Oh, did he press start too early? No, he didn't. Okay. He's out, though. Oh man, that pace update, whenever it shows up, is going to be so rough.
Oh,
Oh,
30 minutes. Oh man.
oh, I just feel like I'm in the locker room and someone whipped me with a wet towel. That hurt.
Why is getting whipped with a wet towel in the locker room one of the things you think of?
We've got an entire sky chase to watch as Carp goes through Skydeck. All eyes on this stage. This stage is so tough. This could be the meltdown point that Underground needs. That's the start.
Yeah, it's stupid how many times that beginning pillar can claim you.
It can, if you just like barely manage your camera wrong. Goodbye. Okay, that looks like nice. Gonna be on the third pillar. Is he gonna go for the hard strat? Nope. Checkpoint, boys. Understood.
Completely understand doing that.
I don't understand the spin dash there. I think it's unnecessary. But what do I know? Anyway, climbing up the ladder now. Does not want to get hit by the black balls. Black balls traumatize him even now in his old age. Now he's going for the scariest thing in Act 1, the nut jump. Oh, slips off the nut. Not his first time doing that. Hopefully will be his last.
Doing a homing attack there is scary as hell.
If you can land it, it's swagtastic, but it is so hard. Okay, this movement in Act 2 is looking pretty solid. A little bit not far right enough. Oh no, the jump gets... Okay, the wind's got him.
The wind's, yeah, I'd say the wind backed him up there.
This is looking good. We're gonna get an early cannon. Oh, that's fantastic. And the luck, too. Oh, he's so up. Oh, he is so up. Oh, he's so down. That's okay. Back that up so fast.
Man. That death basically means nothing now.
Yeah, 140. You're still going to need a sub 2 to save time on that. Even with that 10 or so second death in the beginning. All right, everybody coming from ESA, be sure to get your boing-goings ready.
Yeah.
Boing-going. 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 And Carp is on a pacer right now. Like, he's had a few minor mistakes, but he's playing super well.
Yeah, absolutely. Only things I can think of was the tiny little thing that happened in Windy Valley with Windy Valley 3, that death in Skydeck, and I'm pretty sure that's about it.
I just went and took a look at his delta. Currently, he is 59 seconds ahead exiting the gamma split of his PB. There is a huge chance that he's on 39 pace if he just keeps it together for the rest of the run. It's always hard to tell Underground's pace. He doesn't run splits anymore.
No splits have been helping him though mentally, so go
Oh
for it.
no! Yummy, yummy! He just got eaten by Chaos 6.
Chaos 6 has to eat every now and then.
As you don't want it to be you. He must love the taste of fish.
Well, I don't think he likes it whenever the fish freezes him, though.
Probably not. Imagine the fish puts you in the freezer. The little leisurely saunter up to then lightspeed dash him. Chaos 6 has been defeated, but not unscathed. Lost a bit of time in that split for sure, but still on a killer pace, as Underground is now attempting to conquer the Sky Deck themselves. We've got
See if
two
he.
absolutely brutal stages at the same time.
Man, I do not like that camera. Ugh.
I am not a big fan of this either. If you want to see where you're landing, you got to see where you're going, and this kind of like this perspective is making things a little hard to see. Underground didn't reset their hover frames, goes for an actual nut jump. That is crazy. But they're going to have to play out of their mind. They're going to have to play so well in Act 2 and 3 to save any time, as Carp flies through the flame tunnel.
Didn't even get hit once. Wow.
They are cooking right now.
Oh man.
Oh, will he go for the hover? Yes!
Absolutely nails it, too.
Oh, Tikal stops the early cannon from Underground. It's just one thing after the other stopping them from progressing. Doesn't go for the Act 3 jump, but had a great chance. Okay, this Lost World from Carp is looking real scary. He's not going to be able to get Lighting Glitch. They're going to have to play this. Oh, where are you? Wow.
God, don't do that.
Oh, this is beast. Oh, I don't like where you're standing. I can't believe you got a spin dash jump. As Underground loses about 30 seconds to Carp on Skydeck. That's another 30. I wouldn't be surprised if Carp is 2 minutes ahead now. Or 4 minutes, not 2. I like the rolls and unrolls, but he is holding a little left. You can overshoot and die if you stay like that. It's a little scary. Makes his way through. This Lost World's looking very good so far. I don't see too many disasters coming to stop this.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh no, not 420.
Extremely solid Lost World right there.
Beautiful. Getting out of that as unscathed as you could reasonably hope for. Carp is on fire right now. 1 minute and 6 seconds ahead of his PB, easily on 39 pace. And again, this is without Final Egg Capsule. If he goes for it and hits it, who knows what he could get? But I highly doubt Carp is going to be a capsuler.
Yeah, he's on the side of fuck Final Egg Capsule. I am also on that side, but I've actually been starting to do it, though.
It's important. Like I'm saying, like it's a 2-minute shot in the arm. In any close race, it's going to be a difference maker. But Carp has entered Final Egg before Underground has even finished off Chaos 6. It's not impossible for him to come back if something happens, but it's not looking good for the Undergrounders.
Yep, going for the full Final Egg stage.
Yeah, doesn't even attempt Capsule once on this kind of a pace. I don't blame you. Get that checkpoint. That one's really important because getting washered is really common in this game for some reason. Uncurled from ball form, decides to walk. I completely agree. Oh, I like that jump. That setup was so fast. Oh, He just hasn't
Struggling
committed to
put
it. He's
it
had it a
down.
few times. There he goes. Goodness gracious. This final leg is going phenomenally. As Underground has finished their jungle movement, now heading into Lost World themselves. Still on quite a fantastic pace.
Also, this incredible pace right now. I don't remember. I don't think it was a PB for Carp, but they have some past demons with Egg Viper with the match that we had. I heard.
That's
So let's
very
see if we
true.
can see if they can battle those demons.
First try, what a good final leg. Oh my god, that is going to save him even more time. He saved almost a minute on his PB. His best possible time right now is looking phenomenal. If he just has a nice Egg Viper, this could be your next 39. The 39 Club grows even further. If I remember correctly, you also joined the 39 Club earlier today, yeah?
Yes, I did. I got a 39.51.
Welcome in. I gotta say, though, if everything goes perfect, you might be needing to PB again, as Carp is currently on pace for a 39.41.
Ooh, Underground taking an interesting route here in Mirror Room.
Yeah, taking it kind of dangerous, but also safe at the same time. I wonder if just playing this casually but quickly would have been faster. But there we go. Got some light. Gonna be able to see. Oh, ooh, okay. Just make a jump here. He's through.
Jesus.
Fantastic. Very nice that Underground was able to turn their fog on. Underground was notorious for not having any darkness in the mirror room, which was lame. I'm glad that's been fixed.
Lame is an understatement.
An old emulator advantage which has been rectified. Oh man, Carp has hit every quick hit. Just don't get nervous, and this is a huge PB.
I mean, I always get worried whenever they do a spin dash up like a spin dash like that straight over to the they're gonna overshoot.
And I can't tell.
That was close. I hate that.
And that is it. That is the end. He better not die. You know, one last possible hurdle, but he's in the clear. Look at that, 39, 43, 33. What a phenomenal time to get in a race. He's wanted this. He wanted this in his last race, and he got it in this one. He is going to be doing some backflips for that.
And without final egg capsule. That is insane.
Another 39er without final egg capsule. I believe that makes 2 of them. Unless did you do capsule in your 39?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. Yeah, that's 2 people with 39s.
I did it.
2 39s without final egg capsule shows you just how far you can push the game. Just how far you can go without needing to resort to final egg capsule. Final egg capsule is truly a difference maker, but committing to it early in runs is going to really hurt. Yeah, Squeefy shaking in his boots.
Improve your movement before you do final egg cap if you're not comfortable with it.
Absolutely. Nothing is more important in this game than getting your universal movement down. If you've got your movement down, you can do just about anything.
What a time, man. Wow.
What a time. You know, Underground, this will unfortunately be taking Underground out of the tournament. Underground being one of the oldest, one of the people who was the first to adapt to the emulator meta. One of the first true emulator runners we ever had for SA1. Underground has pushed the supersonic category very far and has really helped with a bunch of category extensions, and in general has just done so much for the game. So it is so cool to see Underground showing up to the tournament at all and putting on such a good show. This was such a close race. A couple big mistakes ended up costing them, but from this gameplay alone, we know they can play to the same level. They've just got to iron out some mistakes in the future. We've definitely got to see this run back eventually.
So if I remember correctly, they're on like huge PB pace right now. Because I'm pretty sure, unless their PB is different from what I remember, their PB is 45 right now.
I believe it's a 46 flat.
46 flat.
Yeah, as we get through Egg Viper, and I must include, if you want to hop out and prepare for your race, because your race is coming up real soon. Okay.
Oh,
well,
no. What was that?
Going for Viper swag. Did not earn it, though. If you want to go ahead and start preparing for your race. Yeah, thanks for commentating. It was nice to have you here, and good luck on your race. It'll be a banger to watch.
Thank you.
Underground just going to be taking out Viper here. Again, as we were saying, they did just get a new PB a bit ago of a 46. So this is well on PB pace for them. As long as they can finish this Viper out with no real issues. That's an issue? Okay, as long as they can figure out this Viper with no deaths, that's really fast to homing attack there, then they're going to be fine. But I'm just trying to talk and they keep trying to scare me, so I'm not sure. Oh, so far so good though. Shoutouts to everybody who's been playing in this tournament. You know, we've got time to say this for a bit. Oh, 45-18 earlier? Okay. Shoutouts to everybody who's been putting in an effort. SA1 is a huge learning curve, especially if you're coming from SACX. This game is so similar that it really does make all the differences feel like almost unlearnable. This game can be super tough to learn. But so many people have been putting in some great work, and this tournament has been phenomenal. I'm so impressed with a lot of these, with everybody's progress. You know, Carp especially. Carp came into this game not exactly sure what their goals were going to be with SA1, but now that they've had a chance to really play the game and really like see the light per se, I would not be surprised to see Carp become a much more regular attendant of Sonic Adventure stuff. Could see them potentially doing some vanilla and some more CX in the future. But Underground is going to be finishing up Egg Viper here. They are going to be either extremely close to their PB or getting the GURP of all time. Most likely going to be just out of their PB. Yeah, this would have been a minor PB if it wasn't for the end there. (45-24). Fantastic. Very good race to watch. I had a blast with this race. These runners were so close in the beginning, and Carp's run was, of course, phenomenal, making up so much time after Twinkle Park. Just look at those splits. Look how far he went. And we're going to be seeing if we could get our runners in for an interview. Hello, Carp. How are you feeling?
Oh, sorry about that. I was muted. Hello. Honestly, I'm like astounded that got to that time, because the early game, missing the Windy Valley, I didn't think I was going to hit anywhere near this kind of time. And also the Twinkle Park, I missed the TPSS. That was dreadful because I had too much rings. I just didn't go for it. And like, oh my god, just everything else worked. It was insane.
Yeah, the early game was a bit rough. You were the tiniest bit ahead. You were like 1 second ahead exiting on November Coast. You gained like 3 seconds on Egg Hornet from Hub World movement. And then Windy Valley, you were both exactly tied in Act 3, melting down at the same time. And you were the first one to get out of there.
Oh no, what happened? It was for Underground.
Oh, Underground just had some issues with their setup. They just barely, like, I want to say like a couple frames too early, pressed up, touched the very, very bottom of the kill plane, and took 2 deaths. Took a lot of losing time to the camera too.
Man, doing Windy Valley skip in this version is just so rough. Like, you need to be so exact. It's crazy. So I'm actually surprised that the second one got it, but I don't think it was in the right position. But it just works sometimes. So.
Well, congratulations on making your way into the incredibly prestigious 39 crew. How are you feeling about being part of the 39 club? It's getting big in here.
Without the final egg capsule, it's the smug face of superiority in here, I think. No, but for real, it was really hyped to hit that time. When I saw the pace, like, I didn't quite believe it. I was like, oh, like, surely that's like I hit early capsule in like a practice run or something. But then I golded final egg. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's still another final egg goal without final egg capsule. That just shows you like how far you can push that stage without needing the capsule. Of course, nothing's going to be faster than ending the stage in 8 seconds and not waiting through act transitions. But still, that was a phenomenal final egg across the board.
Oh yeah, I was so happy with how it went, and Egg Viper didn't troll me this time. That knocked me into the losers bracket in the first place. So I was a little bit jaded there, but I played it a little slower and it worked out.
All right, well, Underground has been knocked out of the tournament, unfortunately, which is very sad to see, but we are going to have to start wrapping up here. I'm going to very quickly check if I can find the thing, who you're going to be up against next. Going to ask you about that, then we're going to move on. Sorry, we don't have a lot right now. Are you up against Space next? Seriously?
Yeah, that's a scary matchup.
Oh, man. So how are you feeling about your chances against Spacebar?
Oh, I mean, he's just been popping off, and he keeps posting times in the Discord, and they're like insane. So I don't know if I like my chances, but if I play like this, it could be really, really close.
It could be really close. His last run was a 39-26 in tournament. That's 20 seconds faster than his new PB. You just gotta say, you might want to go back to the drawing board on some stuff, but he's also a capsuler,
That's what I was going to say. He seems a lot more consistent than I am at that, which is the only reason I don't go for it, but maybe I have to do some off-screen grinding for that one.
All right, well, we're going to be wrapping up now. Thank you so much for coming in for the interview, Carp, and what a fantastic race to watch. Keep it here on Sacer. We're going to have an amazing next match. Let me check the schedule just to make sure I know who it is, and it is, of course, going to be the one and only Dre Minus versus our own Must Include from the commentary booth. Keep it here on Sacer. We'll be back real soon.
See you then. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the SACX tournament. We're going to be watching Dre Minus versus Must Include. This is going to be an insanely close one, looking at their splits. Like, alone, I mean.
You know what I just thought about, too? What's really interesting about this race, you take a look in the top left, you take a look in the bottom right, what do you see? Two different video qualities. Because they're both on hardware.
Ooh.
I think, don't quote me on this, I'll check the bracket. I think this is our first hardware v hardware match of the entire bracket.
Is that timed by Dre Minus accurate, by the way? Does Dre really have a 37?
I wouldn't be, if he's comparing against his goals, maybe. But I also wouldn't be surprised if he did. If he's got a 37 up his sleeve, that's crazy, but not improbable. Oh yeah, this is Sum of Best, because I wanted to point this out last race. Take a look at Dre's Sum of Best, which is a 37.41, and take a look at Must Include Sum of Best, 37.05.
Wow, yeah, they couldn't get closer.
These two have a PB, if I remember correctly, within 20 seconds of each other, and their Sum of Best is within 30. They are remarkably close in skill level. This is going to be a phenomenal race. This is one of those ones, of course, it's a winner's semis match. This is our first match of, I believe, guaranteed top 8. So of course you're going to see some bangers. Of course you're going to see some monsters clashing. Now, Dre's taking a little bit to set up. As you can tell, he's going through the code loader process. So, because Dre plays on a burn disk, give me the... He has to go through the whole process of using code loader, which then is a hack to break open Codebreaker to allow Codebreaker to work with burn disks. So, to get CX working without an official copy, it does require 3 disks, which are why Dre's loads are comically bad.
Yeah, but funnily enough, I think we get to listen to some pretty bad audio through Dre's system, I believe, because of this.
Yeah, true. Oh, Dre keeps crashing. That's not good. It's going to take a few tries, maybe. I think he's turning the Dreamcast off and back on.
Let's go, Must Include. That's what he likes to see, but no, obviously we're loading this time loadless, so it's not going to impact him if there is any slower loads from Dre's side.
Yeah, you gotta, if anything, this is proof. Everybody beat it over Dre's head. You gotta buy the game, dude.
Yeah, someone please ship my man his $2 copy of Sonic Adventure 1 Japanese edition. Like, come on.
Yeah, it only cost $5. He was going to buy a copy of the game, but he just didn't have time because he would have had to import it from Japan, which would have ended up taking about 3 weeks. He did not have time to buy it for the tournament, unfortunately.
Wow, yeah, true, to be fair. But yeah, I'm really excited to see what these runners are going to go for. I know when I raced Must Include, we went for a gentleman's agreement to not even attempt Final Egg, which was great for me, because I was not even going to attempt it. But Must Include said in the last race that he's been doing final captures, so this is going to be exciting to see if he goes for that.
Yeah, Must Include actually has a pretty checkered past with Final Egg Capsule. When he was just learning the game, and he had maybe a bit of a chip on his shoulder, he has this bad problem that he's kind of gotten over now, thankfully, where he used to commit early on to very difficult strats when he was unprepared for them.
Yeah.
So back when he was trying to get like a sub 120 RTA for mainboard Sonic, he was already doing Final Egg Capsule. And he had like a 124 or something like that with Final Egg Capsule, which, as you can imagine, that's going to stunt your growth for a while. You can play so well, but if you're not able to play to that standard, if you're not able to be 3 to 4 minutes ahead entering Final Egg, then there's a good chance your run just dies.
Yeah, I hope that last run that I did, I showcased beautifully. Thank you. Was just evidence that you you know, it's better to put your time into some other things if you're really, really struggling there, you know, because losing all that time to final egg capsule, you know, it's nice to hit, but it's pretty bad to keep missing for that amount of time.
Oh, for sure. There's nothing worse than continually missing final egg capsule. Because missing final egg capsule over and over, it's like you actually just know that's the end of the run. Like, you know, if that hits, that's the end of the game. But if you just can't hit it, you just watch your time save start to disappear, just dissipates slowly, watching it as you keep trying over and over as it disappears. It hurts. It hurts so bad.
Yeah, and it's so precise as well. Like when you said, because you know you've been guiding a lot of us runners recently in voice chats, which has been really epic. But when you said like literally hold straight and then hold exactly left, and it's literally that, like literally no variance, like exactly left.
No,
It's crazy.
yeah. Final egg capsule is very much a do or die trick. You have to commit to it and hit it perfectly, otherwise you're toast. It's not something that you can like try and be safe and like make your own setup for. You can't reinvent the wheel with final egg capsule. I've already done all the inventing for you. You're welcome to try, but definitely not on pace.
Yeah, it's one of those hurdles, I imagine, where once you start hitting it frequently, it's going to be just every run you're going to sort of be that sort of consistent with it. But yeah, getting the setup to work in your brain and make sense to you is going to be the hard hurdle, I should say.
Yeah,
That was me for a while in this game with final jump, because I'm so used to just not having the black there, like from playing SACX, where you can sort of get rid of all that. Just cheating, to be honest, but like, I was so used to it.
Yeah, where you can just like remove all of the fog so you can just fall.
Yeah.
Oh man, Dre is getting absolutely rolled right now.
Yeah, God, it's not looking good for him, is it?
At Dre, hold on. Turn off the Dreamcast, remove and put your VMU back in when you're in code order. Take longer in the menu. Yeah. Sorry for the holdup. You know, we've been trying to buy some time for a bit here. And the nicest, way to say it. But the sad truth is that playing this game with a burn disc is absolutely not the most optimal way.
Yeah, unfortunately, it wouldn't be the first tech issue we've had this tournament, unfortunately. We did learn that this game doesn't play very well on Mac, though.
We've known that for a while. But, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's the case. If you're going to buy a Mac, you gotta just embrace the fact that don't play games. They just built like that. Anyway, I'm sure he'll get it to work eventually. You don't know what he's doing. He's like loading the cutscene skip cheat into the game, and then the game will like load to that cheat.
Yeah, we can actually explain the whole process here. So this first disc that he puts in is called Code Loader, which is a variation of Codebreaker specifically meant to codebreak Codebreaker. As Codebreaker internally has a thing that stops you from using burn discs. It's like, this is not an official disc, I won't take it. So as you can see, this is Codebreaker Loader. So it's loading up the Codebreaker files now. Then you throw in your burn disc of Codebreaker, and then Codebreaker gets additional cheats added to it, and then is like kind of soft updated. Then he goes into Codebreaker, he can select his cheats. Then he can go into the start game menu and throw in his Sonic Adventure disc.
All this just to not buy the no, I'm joking. You have to do this anyway for it to run, but all this just to not buy the $5 version of the game. Like, come on, Dre, just order it already. When I started running this game back in 2014, it wasn't, well, not this game, but SACX. It was pretty funny because the ethical morality of
my
pirating
God.
was at its highest, right? So they were like, you've got to buy the games you play. And I was like, okay, got to support the game devs and all that. And I literally bought Sonic Adventure DX on Amazon for 1 pence. So there's my support, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I guess they're just trying to get rid of copies of this version. I will say though, I have bought the disc version of Sonic Adventure DX a few times, and on one of them, the only music that would play was Windy Valley Act 1, and I completed the game like that.
That sounds horrible.
It's
Okay.
actual torture, yeah, like, if you're ever feeling bad, like, you know, like life's too good maybe, like, just give it a go.
Alright. This time, it's gonna work. Here goes
No.
nothing.
Anyway, that was enough SACX lore, now we're on to SA1.
Here it comes.
Eventually.
Here it comes. Please open the disc lid. Please insert checking the new disc. This is the one.
While we're
This'll
here,
work.
you know, want to hear from the chat how you enjoyed the ESA relay run.
I don't like that it cuts straight to black. I don't like that. That's always so scary. Maybe it worked this time, but don't
F is
crash.
just
Don't
showing
crash.
to us that he spent that Discord Nitro money.
Oh my god. This is so unfortunate. I wonder if there is something that is going wrong. I mean, obviously, because it keeps crashing. But, like, I wonder if maybe a code got messed up somewhere.
ESA was epic. It was, you know, Hypnotic's first time running, and, you know, he pulled off that amazing Gamma story run. What more could you ask?
I know.
It's so easy that someone just sat next to you can just tell you how to run that whole game. You say that though, we were in a call. This is how I ran this game. Me and Wiver were just in a call, and I was like, "What do I do?" And you were like, "Yeah, just go here. Just do this. Just do that." And I finished.
This has got to be the one. I have never seen this happen before, by the way. Not like this. Not this many times. Like, I've definitely...
Some, Chaos 4 coping strats right now.
I've definitely had like one crash with CX before on like an official disc, but even trying to get it working on a burn, I have never seen it like fall apart like this.
Yeah, and I don't
Tournament
think
luck.
Dre has
Yeah.
either. Like, Dre's not said that he's been having any issues like this, so.
This is the run. This one will work.
I have to say, between these two, this is no disrespect to Dre, but I really want Must Include to win, because Must Include knocked me into the losers bracket, and I would love to go back up there and absolutely destroy or have him come down here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be a funny little rematch there.
Please work. That looks like another crash. Yeah, fuck, man. I think that Dre might be dropping out because he just can't get his disc to work.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Can they not just reschedule, like play the next players and then put them after, or?
Official disc is definitely the way to go.
Flight guys. Yeah, true. Come on, just download Dojo real quick.
Wait, did he get it to work? Is it working now? Hold on, let me
He said, "Why did it work without Codebreaker?" So maybe.
let me check the bingo dummies real quick and see if he's live on any of those.
Why I don't have a Dream? It's not a Dreamcast problem, Anthony. It's just because Dre's playing on a burnt copy.
Yeah.
I think Dre's burnt copy also is like really messed up as well.
If you have an official copy of the game, this is not a problem at all.
Not even hard to get a hold of those official copies either, from what I heard. Not that I would know, because I've still not seen a Dreamcast in real life. Or what the games look like. You could show me a Game Boy Color and say it's a Dreamcast and I would believe you. Until I saw the Game Boy Color written on the side of it. Although I don't think a Dreamcast is that small.
Again.
Unfortunate. This is what we call tournament luck.
Oh my god! Oh my god! The game. I jumped out of my chair. Yes, yes, the race can commence.
Talk about the Sega, and I was like, no way.
We are so back.
Cope strats worked. Let's go.
We are so fucking back. This was Dre Minus's strat the whole time. He was just pulling the whiz rope. He had to ice must include. He had to make him wait. Immediately going. Oh my! What is happening? Okay, broken.
Oh no! Come on!
Why did you click on the wrong layout? What is going on?
What
Loadless broke.
What Must Include doesn't realize is that
Working.
this was all mental strats by Dre Minus to make sure that like he thought he was one. So now Dre's gonna absolutely blow him out of the water with this sick run. Assuming the game comes back.
There you go. Man, what is happening to Dre's stream now?
Oh, I think maybe it was paused to resync. That looks like
there we go. That makes sense.
All right. Here we are, finally, the match Dre versus Must Include.
Okay. Anyway, with no delay whatsoever, we are here. We are so back. We are so in this.
These longer than normal loads are making me like really worry every single time on Dre's side.
No, his load. We haven't even seen him load yet once because of the stream delay. Like, because the stream got paused for resync.
Glad we're hearing crunchy music. Exactly. You know, Dre Minus likes us so much that he's treating our ears to this apparently 11K, 11,000 hertz, whatever it is. I don't know.
11 hertz, yeah. 11.
Brown noise. Okay, there we go. Must Include taking a nice little 5-second lead out of Chaos Zero and Jimmy, Chaos Zero's little brother that we have to face off because of where that cutscene is. This is going to be a really good one. I want to see what strats they do for Emerald Coast, if they go for anything risky. Like, you know, we've not seen anyone do whale jump yet. The one just after the second checkpoint, so that would be interesting. We'll find out eventually for Dre.
Yeah, we'll get there. There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we're in now. We can actually settle in, get ready. It's gonna be a fun race. Must Include, of course, one of the most active hardware runners, has been running this game off and on for nearly a year. It's been really cool to see his progress. You know, for a while there, he was hard stuck, couldn't quite get over his mental, but he seems to have gotten past all of his mental issues with the game and is finally on his way up and up towards the top. He recently dethroned Icky as the number 3 on the board So Icky, for the first time in 2 years, is no longer in top 3 in Sonic Story.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you really do just need to take a break from speedrunning. You can get in your own head way too much, and then you come back and you're not even trying to PB, and then your run is like amazing. Also, must include falling into the water there. Didn't get the jump, unfortunate.
Yeah, taking a little splash, but that's okay. Dre with some really sick, nasty movement. Just moving
That's
across
so
here.
nice from Dre. This looks like a 109. Oh, just
Ooh.
barely, yeah.
109.64 Emerald Coast. That is a phenomenal time. Dre, of course, being much like yourself, one of the oldest in tenure SACX runners, being one of the oldest of the old guard, being there from basically day one. Dre used to be the super mod, actually, of Sonic Adventure DX for a period in time before briefly retiring for a few years and then coming back within the last year or so to the SATX community. It's been fantastic to have him back, and now making his way finally towards SA1. He's been making quite the splash.
Yeah, it's been nice to see a lot of the runners that I knew from back then coming and, playing in SADX again and now joining this tournament. It's really, really nice to see because, there's such a wealth of knowledge. I think even though a lot of the things that I know now are so outdated, I think they do still have a little relevancy, I feel. And Dre Minus putting that on display for us now with this nice lead out of Emerald Coast so far. Let's see if he can keep it up. Almost RTA sync because of this, Lewis.
And then Must Include got ahead.
Yeah, not actually ahead, but that's so funny. Thankfully, we don't record RTA anymore.
Yeah, this game used to be exclusively timed in RTA. This is why this game is no longer exclusively timed in RTA. If you've ever needed proof more than that, there you go.
Yeah, I mean, we are pushing the little Dreamcast a bit far. It came out like, what, 30 years ago or something?
Well, it came out like 20, not even 21, like 24 years ago.
I mean, my Xbox that I got like day one died like a year later, so I guess the Dreamcast is outliving that.
Oh, for sure. I've been using my Dreamcast every single day for the last 2 years. This thing's still going strong.
They really needs to make better consoles, I swear. The older consoles worked well within their little limitations. It was pretty nice to see. Oh, and Must Include going for this movement. I am actually unsure if doing the jumps like he did is faster there. I've never had a better split doing it myself.
It's the movement that a lot of Dreamcast runners are used to because of how we have to approach Egg Hornet for the cutscene skip. So a lot of us have that muscle memory baked in just from vanilla.
Right, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, because I was going to say, if you want that movement fast, I think you have to spin across the track and then get the jump, like the low spin jump over, but that's really hard to do, especially with the angle you get.
Almost having a little bit of a problem in the beginning of Windy Valley Act 1, but nothing that can't be recovered from. A nice little hook across. The camera is not following him. He does not need to see it. You know he's a Dreamcast runner because he plays half this goddamn game blind.
Oh, and Dream losing some time at the start here as well. Oh, going for this jump though.
Yeah, going for that spring. Hitting that spring is omega slow. That's why I don't go for that spin dash jump at all. That spin dash jump is a bad idea for single segment.
Yeah, I hadn't seen anyone else go for it, so I was actually really unsure how viable it was. But good to know. Good to have confirmation.
You can absolutely go for it, but it is like hitting that spring is going to be like a second or two slower, so it's not worth it.
Not getting the spin there for the trampoline skip, so Dre's playing is really slow. Must Include missing Windy Valley.
Gravity.
Okay, not dead, but yeah, this is going to be awkward now. The camera's going to be fighting against him. Look at this. It just, no.
Goodbye. That's not good. That is absolutely not good.
Here we go. Let's see if Dre gets it first time. Come on, Dre's so good at this game. It'd be a shame to miss it. That's looking good. Oh. Damn, people press down so soon. Am I doing something wrong? Like, holy.
Yeah.
Okay, we learned it here first, folks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's not charging enough. He can't get it. He's got the angle. Wow,
Oh
goodbye.
no, must include.
Oh.
Not the choke he needs to see right now.
No, it's definitely not what he needs. He was 1 second ahead out of Egg Hornet, and now he's getting his ass owned. That's the
Oh, the
charge he
angle
needed.
is
That's
so
so
weird.
yep. And then boom, that's exactly how I would have done it.
Damn, like that's so much like lower than the angle Dre got. But if it works, it works.
Gonna be a little scary. It looks like he's going for the right trigger mash method, but he's not mashing fast enough as the camera is panning. But he's gonna be okay. He's gonna be sticking it basically where he did last time. Had he actually done that on the first try, he would have saved 20 seconds. But man, that was not quite enough. Barely in a save, despite that being very clean and not scary at all. That is how I expect to see Windy Valley 3 in this game. Any other way I see it doesn't make any sense to me. Must includes method is the only one I've seen that I agree with. But
Must
that
include doing
was
some bad hub movement out of the stage.
yeah.
And
You
yeah,
want a
I
neutral
mean,
stick. You want a neutral stick.
a lot of us runners, you know, like me and Dre, you know, we came from SACX. We're used to the SACX methods. We're not used to all this SA1 terminology. We're just slowly converting. So yeah, technically, people like you and Must Include got a huge advantage over us runners.
It's true. We actually play the game.
Yeah, true.
What a big difference.
Did
But
you
that being
know
said,
playing the game actually makes you faster at the game?
it's not giving Must Include the benefit he needs right now, as Dre is starting to pull away with a 40-second lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's a 40-second lead, and that's massive, but it's not over yet. There's some massive time saved to be had in this run. So,
Of course, it's not over. It's literally never over. Unless you're 5 minutes behind entering final leg, you can still win.
yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, so many stages in this demand so much of you, so we'll see if any of those come up. But I know that Dre is very consistent at this level, so we're going to see him fail it now that I've said that.
He's
There we
already
go.
struggling a bit with the first pillar, but it's okay. It's not like he's going to fall down from this jump.
Right.
Yeah, this is easy. No
Yeah,
one misses
that's
this. Yeah, he would never hit the invisible wall. Must Include accidentally exited out of the game.
No.
He died to FTB and then panicked and tried to restart
Tried to
forgetting
restart,
he was
yeah.
the hub world.
The hub world is the most brutal IL out there. Oh my god.
He ran out of lives. No, you just can't restart in hub worlds.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the case. This is looking really nice so far for Dre, though. I would be happy with this pace.
So this is something to point out for people who don't run CX. Every time you skip a cutscene in CX, your lives are reset back to 4. So lives are a relative non-issue for this category whatsoever, because every time you press the start button, basically, you are given back 4 lives.
We should
The only
probably
time-
explain what it does as well, like to Sonic, to skip those
Sure,
cutscenes.
yeah. So by default, in Sonic Adventure, as you probably know if you've played it before, you can't skip cutscenes at all. There is no way while you're inside of a cutscene to skip them. So what CX does, exclamation point CX in the chat, it is a codebreaker code, or in layman's terms, a modified version of Sonic Adventure, which kills Sonic in the cutscenes, and that allows them to be skipped. The cutscene flag is triggered as soon as Sonic enters the cutscene, so all we're really doing is just shooting him in the head off camera, which then respawns him after the cutscene has already happened. But that's also what leads to some funny stuff happening, like, Jimmy, where we have to fight Chaos Zero twice, or the Milk Isle, where we have to go through the end of Lost World twice. Just small stuff like that in Sonic Story, but that's kind of what gives this category its own unique identity as well. So even if there were ways to fix that and make a more like cutscene remover code, I think it's for the best that we keep it like this because that's what we've been doing.
Yeah, and it's pretty amusing to see, to be honest. You know, and the idea that we oh, there was just the ice key sat there. On the must include screen. But yeah, the idea that there's a second Chaos Zero that we have to fight called Jimmy is just, it's ingrained in this game's history now.
Absolutely. Like, Jimmy is a part of this game's history, for sure. It's not like we could remove him now. Who would remove Jimmy?
Oh, this camera from Dre does not look good. Okay. Just had to be
Yeah.
one step.
One step would have fixed that, yeah. He's through.
And now this camera, oh my god.
Now
This
the real
gaming
problem,
cameras.
hopefully he gets the good camera here, which he did. Oh, too
Ooh.
right on that. Maybe? No. Yeah, it looked a little bit too right.
Oh, and then the camera just trolls you here afterwards.
Yeah. No chance that works. Potentially. Two left. Maybe? That's great. Yeah.
That was perfect, yeah. And I think you said we neutral stick there and just to get the spin for that wall.
Yeah, just neutral stick spin dash out.
Yeah, that was very, I wouldn't say clean, it did take a while, but like that is how you do it. That is the exact clip out point, so. I will be honest, I do just mash the spin button and hope.
This keeps happening to Must Include. He keeps having these Ice Cap Act 2 meltdowns.
Why
At
does
least
no
he got
one
through.
turn the camera to the clip out point? It drives me insane.
That does legitimately make it harder.
No, surely not. It's so easy for me.
Oh, it's too far right. Okay, he knows.
That might be it. Oh.
Tried adjusting a little bit, but kept going forward and not left. That might work, but not quite. Oh no, he's not getting the camera he wants. Sonic is not cooperating at all. I can't believe that worked. Whatever, we're out.
Honestly, just press spin and hope and it'll work, Kappa. But yeah, setup there looks a bit finicky, to be honest, since you're looking for an exact spot on a 3D part of the stage, so. I'm really glad that Dre got it as fast as he did, but unfortunately for Must Include, yeah, it was really slow setup.
Dre took a little dip in the kiddie pool. Very funny.
So easy to fall in there as well. Dre, by the way, I didn't point this out, but Dre fell like really far down, like landed on the dash pad. Like that was crazy how far he progressed in the stage. Like where Must Include fell there, that's kind of what I expected. I'm done with these names. Yeah, I don't know how like SA1 became the only sort of run with skips with names instead of just describing what the skip is, but it's pretty.
But the kiddie pool is just the pool and ice cap. Everyone
pretty
calls it
humorous.
that. That's not a like SA1 thing. Like that's a general SACX thing. That's not something to jump on like that. It's just
the wrong thing.
It's just the pool in front of ice cap, like the entrance.
That's so an SA1 fit, exactly. I agree with Anik here. I think the SA1 runners are gaslighting us.
It's not kitty like cat, it's kitty like child. It's the child pool. Like the one that's full of pee that you try to avoid. That's
Bruh.
Oh my god. I should not have to explain this. Jesus. It's also not the first time it's been called that in the tournament.
Yeah, but it's the first time I commentated with you, so.
I'm not the first person to say that. Also, picked that up from a DX tournament. So fuck y'all.
If you're wondering why the commentary got so off topic, it's because this boss is Cope the boss. Like, there's an RNG attack it can do. You just kind of like have to, you know, when you wouldn't look at the game when it was loading, so it would load faster. It's like that, you know.
Yeah.
And it's looking good so far for both the runners. If Must Include doesn't get blue balls on this attack, then he's pretty much free. Ah, unlucky. It'd be like that.
Oh, Must Include getting blue balls. He must not have done his patented praise strat. if he did it, then deserved. It doesn't work.
Well, I mean, he's always saying that it works. So there you go, must include.
Deservedly owned.
Maybe it's just Wither. Bad omen. Joking.
Wow.
God, we've got to blame something that's not us, okay? Here we go.
No one wants to look inward.
Dre's going for the restart because when the pre-rendered cutscenes start playing, you can skip them like this, which is pretty funny.
Hardware advantage. Pay to win. Those 4 seconds, they matter so much. But I mean, in this race, they really might. As I take a look at the Delta, and Dre's best possible time is a 37.50.
Damn, he is flying. That'll be
Well, it's not
insane
yet.
if he can hit that, to be honest. But he has to go through the brutal three, as I like to sort of allude to them. He has to go through Red Mountain, has to go through Sky Deck and Lost World, and they're so close together. In fact, they're right at one after the other, actually.
Wouldn't you know it?
Yeah, those 3 stages will decide the whole run, I swear.
Decide the whole run. Bro forgot about Final Egg.
But yeah, it could still have a chaotic meltdown, you know, it's not over. I mean, Dre could mess up TPSS. I wouldn't lose that much time, but it would be a big time save for Must Include if it happens, so we'll stay tuned on this next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
Well, as we approach Sky Chase, I have just one very important for you, Mr. one more very important question for you, Mr. Carpnado.
Okay. Oh, yep.
What is your favorite animal?
Favorite animal? Oh, that's a good one. With the amount of them that you show me, it has to be the red panda. Just the indoctrination at this point. I will say though, I've got a pet rabbit. I absolutely love rabbits. They're so cute.
Rabbits are pretty good. Big rabbit fan myself.
Yeah, pretty uncommon animal, like for pet. Like people normally just have sort of cats or dogs, but I love my little rabbit.
Yeah, I am definitely a big red panda fan. They're definitely my favorite.
Yeah, it's funny how goofy they are. Like you couldn't imagine them being in the wild. They're way too friendly.
They are too friendly.
Yeah, it's like a house pet, if anything, honestly. We have to start, like, we have to bring it in. Like, it will probably still be more common than the rabbit as a pet. Yeah, for rabbits, you have to meet their every need, and what we learned when we got the rabbit was you have to really rabbit-proof everything, because they will dig out of your safe enclosure. Like, why are you doing this? Yeah, like, they love to just burrow, and thankfully when I got them, they only burrowed into our neighbor's garden. But God, they could have easily escaped like that. Yeah, they're really funny. They didn't do it after that, though. I think they got spooked off that there was anything on the other side.
You know what? I got kind of like a follow-up question before we get out of Sky Chase. Like, can you imagine what if one day you reached through, like, you touched your mirror and you reached through and there was something inside?
Your mirror? Oh my God!
Like, can you imagine? What if
now
you were
that,
just like? What if you're
that
just
is
like
a scary place to end Sky Chase. Hold on.
You get out of the shower and then you like look in the mirror and then you see the other you walk out of the bathroom.
Oh man, there was like a movie about this called Mirrors actually, and it freaked me out as a kid. Oh my God, shouldn't have been on as a kid, but yeah.
All right, Dre is the first to escape Sky Chase with a 1 minute and 27-second lead.
Dre
That's
here is going to
pretty
be
good.
picking up the Crystal Ring upgrade to charge the light speed dash and attack once we get that faster, which is going to be useful in, I think, 3-4 places. Four instances, I believe. Unless you do the Captain's Quarter clip. Not sure if Dre does that, though.
Oh yeah, the thing about Sky Chase, real quick. So that's actually a leftover from when this game was being worked on the Saturn. Sonic Adventure was originally supposed to be a Sega Saturn title, and you can even see that full model in some promotional material of the Saturn Sonic and Tails flying above a pre-render of what the Mystic Ruins and Lost World were supposed to look like. So that is a
Ooh.
leftover from a very old version of the game. It's used as the low poly model when it's barely visible. There's a separate low poly model whenever they get closer to the camera.
That's really interesting. Wow. There's so much like just like technical leftover lore of this game. It's really exciting to listen to actually.
This game is very cool.
Oh,
And
picks
speaking
up
of
the extra rings for Dre.
Big 30, Big 30,
Oh,
where
go
is
for
he
this.
going?
Oh, is he gonna go for a space launch?
Not with
No,
30.
didn't even attempt it. Yeah, it's pretty safe to not go for it there. I'm not sure the ring amounts that you need for that on Dreamcast, but I've not seen anyone hit it.
Must include in dark blue. This is interesting. I don't think he's a dark blue gamer. At least not normal.
Oh, 21 rings? Can he make this?
You can if you're good.
Oh no, that
which,
didn't look like it. No.
unfortunately, doesn't seem to be the case for Must Include right now.
Yeah, that one did not work out. The light blue one, when you just spin normally, it's right in front of you. It's kind of hard to miss, honestly.
It's kind of hard to get into if you understand the movement. Like if you don't understand the movement, I know that some
Yeah.
people struggle with it a bit. But okay, it must includes falling with 14 rings in dark blue. Ah! He barely made it. That was really scary.
Turned around just to sort of preserve some momentum. Here's Dre getting the roller coaster skip very nicely, it looks like. 129 because he didn't skip anything though.
Yeah, 129, but that's still going to be faster than a death. You know? Like, that is going to be plenty fine. So, must include is going to continue to lose time for sure.
Right. Let's see if he gets this. Oh no!
Oh, just twist the knife. I wouldn't be surprised to see Dre gain an additional 45 to 50 seconds here minimum. At least we're not going spec wee bowling.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that if you miss that, you can just sort of hold forwards there with the camera locked and you'll just go backwards. You don't have to do all that bowling.
Definitely don't hold forward. That will send you into the hole.
No, like I mean, if you lock the cameras, you'll be pointing backwards. You can
just hold up left, and you always pop out. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, well, just don't be not moving. Like literally,
just don't be not moving.
It's so easy to not fall in that hole, really.
Just don't go in the hole. Do not take the spec wee route.
Throwing shade at Spec Wii, but it is deserved because that route is awful.
Oh, this is just barely going to make it for Dre, which is fantastic because that means it's fast.
Yeah, that was really good. I wonder, by the way, do the speeches do anything in this game either, or is it just
the speed shoes in both Act 1 and Act 2 do help a little bit.
Interesting. I believe in Sonic Adventure DX they don't increase Sonic's max speed, which is kind of funny.
I don't believe they increase his max speed, but they definitely increase his running speed. But I mean, if you're spin dashing, it doesn't matter. It matters a bit.
Yeah, that makes some sense, I suppose. Okay, looks like a very nice going into Act 3. Oh, trying to do a little jump cancel there just to not get that height, but it's fine. Oh no, spun too close to the edge and fell off, but this is still a really nice speed highway.
We've got a pause on must include. Somebody check him PC.
You don't like to see that, but it does look like he's going to make the jump, admittedly. Like, that looks very nice.
Oh no. I've just taken a look at the bingo dummy, and that stream has paused there too. That is not good.
Yeah, that's gonna be. I'm sure someone will reach out eventually, right?
I hope somebody got fired for that blunder. It definitely didn't crash. The stream just turned off.
Ray's going for the skip here. Skip going inside that building and then going out. Oh,
Yeah,
it
this is
looked like he was
fine.
going to get it immediately. Yep. You want to play it kind of safe like he did there, because if you go too far back, you end up in this like block of the station square and you can't get out. Really sad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
looks like Must Include stream has officially died. That's not groovy.
It's
But
alright. We splice runs all the time over here.
it's fine.
It's possible it's just an internet disconnection, so hopefully it comes back soon. But we'll see. We'll wait on what happens. Either way, looks like Dre's still on a good pace.
Oh yeah, Dre's definitely on a pacer. I can go ahead and give a check to his delta right now. His current best possible time is a 37:46 still.
Ooh, wow, that is insane.
If anything, doesn't that mean he golded somewhere? Wasn't it a 50 last time I took a look?
Yeah, I think it was. That's wow. Good job, Dre.
Actually, while his splits are hidden, he has golded 4 splits so far.
Ooh. Wow, he is playing out of his mind right now. Oh no! Just as I said that, sorry, I didn't mean to jinx you. Okay, you can go into Red Mountain now. Is he going to go for the crazy rock slide? This crazy jump?
4 golds, what's his PB? I don't know what his PB is. I'm going to be honest, because a lot of the runners have not been posting their up-to-date times. But his current best possible time was in the 37 range, which is an absolutely ridiculous time for this game. Like barely anybody can even come close to competing with a 37. If I was to wager, I believe his real PB, if he's gotten a new one, is within the 39 range. Actually, I could check the previous runs, as that would most likely be where it was at.
Speaking of, by the way, who would ever get a PB and not submit it? Like, who does that kind of thing?
Quit being such a bitch. Yeah, but Dre's current PB is going to be a 40-34 if the spreadsheet is up to date.
What was that?
40-34.
Oh, wow. Yeah, definitely playing better than that. Oh, never mind. Never, I didn't say it.
Down he goes.
Red Mountain played it safe and still got owned. This stage can sense your fear. It is out for blood. I actually don't like this track because I find the jump from that little top platform, I always sort of fall off like some of the other runners have done so far in the tourney. It feels like really hard like that. It just, I don't know. It feels a lot harder than other jumps.
I've tried to explain it to people, man. I genuinely think this quote-unquote safe backup is harder than just learning the real strat. Yeah,
I think just YOLOing the real strat, it also just feels so good. It gives you such an endorphin run. Oh, there we go. That's it.
That'd be good for sure. Yeah.
That's what you want to see. You want to get that height there, because if you get messed up by the camera switching, at least you have a lot of time to sort of reposition. But yeah, that was just unfortunate that you had a bad camera like this. Or not a bad camera, didn't have the height, sorry. But the camera is bad there. Oh, don't miss that.
All right, he is out of Red Mountain. He grabbed the checkpoint. Everything is going swimmingly.
Yep, don't die on Red Mountain like I did. Okay. Very easy to not die there. Unbelievably. That's a really nice time, by the way. A 1:15. I could be so lucky. I will disappear for a couple of seconds to get some water, and we will be back with the most exciting stage in the run.
A Sky Chase 2.
Yeah, Sky Chase 2. Tell him all about the history of Sky Chase 2. Hold on.
Oh, I can say so much about Sky Chase 2. So, Sky Chase 2, as you can see, the skybox of this stage is dark. Yep. So, yeah. Sky Chase 2 is definitely a stage. I like this stage, like the way it looks. It looks really cool. What do I got for you as far as history goes? Well, I can talk a little bit about. I don't know. I don't know what kind of victory to what kind of history to expunge. Oh, but must include should be back.
Hell yeah, I love to see that.
And he's also entered Sky Chase Act 2. His check him splits. Him splits are real. He's here. We're here together. Woo! Someone
This needs to be back on our screen.
Tethys reconnect him, restreamer, check him PC. Yes.
Let's go, spliced.
It's definitely not spliced. We can see the time discrepancy here. He still has that 1 minute.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what happened, but at least it's back now, so we don't have to worry. You know, panic over, guys, panic over.
Well, I'll tell you what. Taking a look at his splits, I wouldn't have wanted anyone to watch that Red Mountain either. So we're gonna keep moving on.
Oh, you hate to hear that, but yeah. Especially against Dre, though. I mean, Dre got a really clean 115. Not much you can do about that. That's really good for this game. And what Red Mountain? Exactly.
Yeah, died twice. I can definitely see that. I'm definitely not trying to flame. I'm just trying to fill in the gap. He lost 3 seconds on Speed Highway, putting him 1:53 behind his PB, and then he was 2 minutes and 49 seconds behind exiting Red Mountain.
Ooh, unfortunate. But the main thing for us, at least, is he's back, and we can commentate on what's happening.
For sure. A little bit was missing, but that's okay. That's fine. The stream is buffering. I think it's okay. Oh my god. Okay, we're good. We're good. Yes. I can check must splits after the race. I think we're gonna be okay. Oh wait, actually, if you need the Red Mountain split, I can let you in on that because I can actually just tell you.
Oh, must include it for him.
Oh, okay.
All right, here we go. Doing the 1 cycle or 1.5 cycle, whatever, on this egg carrier. It doesn't seem like you do enough DPS here to like destroy it when the doors first open. They always sort of close a little bit after, and then that's where you seem to finish it.
Yeah, it's the internet, not the computer. The computer's fine. But yeah, we do not have the Sentis, unfortunately, sound defense. So if you wouldn't mind doing whole numbers for this one, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be time loss doing an egg carrier like that on SACX, but in this game, that is how it works, which is really funny. I guess they didn't want you to skip it. I guess they wanted you to go through multiple instances of the egg carrier shooting at you, but we are speedrunners. We don't want any part of that.
You ever notice how Diet Coke kind of tastes like apple?
It's funny you say this because here in the UK, we've got a fizzy drink called Iron Brew, and I swear it tastes of actual metal. So good, though. So good.
I've heard the rumors of Iron Brew, and I'd be really interested to try it, but importing it to the States is so expensive.
Yeah, I mean, it's the one thing Scotland does best. I mean, they did change the recipe, though, which is unfortunate to see. You hate to see it, but yeah. Here we go, Sky Deck. This is going to be interesting. See if Dre goes for some all-out strats, because you can save a lot of time by missing a lot of the checkpoints here, but we'll see if he goes for that.
It gets a little bit stun locked on the red pillar. And that is going to be a little bit of time loss. Diet Pepsi doesn't taste like apple, just Diet Coke. Anyway, Dre takes the checkpoint here like a baby.
Well,
Definitely
that's
gonna
why.
need it. That spinner owned his ass immediately.
Oh my god. Yeah, this stage is just out for blood. Oh, is he gonna take the second one? Yep. Oh, those.
Oh, that's why.
No.
Climb down. Yep. Get out. Get out.
It's so funny that something moving so slow is so dangerous, but it is. It
know.
really is. Oh god, went for a mega jump there. But there we go, gets on eventually.
There we go. Resets his hover frames. The Deem needed some help recently with that. Was struggling with nut jump. Told him to reset his hover frames immediately. We'll never miss it again.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy the little intricacies of this run, like hover frames and all that. It really is
Hover
deep.
frames are weird.
It's weird that this game has less of them. I don't know how that got ported incorrectly. I doubt they knew it was a thing. Oh, going for the spin jump. Doesn't quite get it though.
Ends up hovering.
Must include also
dastardly.
taking the checkpoint here. Makes sense. Oh no!
Oh,
hit the
he
side!
needed it so bad.
Oh, and Dre hit the
Dre gets
capsule.
the early capsule.
Didn't soft lock. This is so good for Dre. Wow. Yeah, if you don't know, if you hit that capsule and you fall like either side, you can like be staying in the air forever. And because the game doesn't end with Sonic in the air, yeah, you just soft lock. It's kind of it's funny to see if you're like messing around, but it's not funny to see now.
It's definitely not funny to have in a race.
No, absolutely not. Because yeah, you have to like turn the console off, and for Dre, I do not want to see that.
Can you imagine if oh man, if Dre crashed, we would have to time the code loader and then the code breaker and then getting back into the run.
Yeah, that would be a painful reset up.
That would be so bad. But thankfully, if you're playing on hardware, it is basically impossible to crash. This game, as you could probably imagine, being played on the platform it was designed for is actually really stable. Unless you are really pushing your luck and trying to break something, crashing on hardware is extremely rare.
There is a crash that they may go for in Lost World that saves some time.
Well, that's more of a soft lock. That's not a crash.
Yeah, I guess it's a little bit of a manipulation of the game to save some time, because you can freeze the game on a black screen and it will stop counting the timer, which is really funny. Not for the rest of
must
the run,
include.
just for that part. And yeah, must include got the funny rocket, but I think entered Act 3 just fine. Yeah.
Oh yeah. If that happens to you, you're in Act 3. That only happens because you're in Act 3.
So he died because picked up the cannon, and the way, like, the amount of hits left, I guess, that the rocket had to hit him, re-picked up the rocket just as he was transitioning acts.
Yeah, so what happens is that the hitbox of the shots lasts a little longer than the shot itself. So if you fire the missile, if it's between hits 2 and 3, you can take damage, and that damage will force you to be pushed backwards into the missile.
Yeah.
Then because of how this game handles act transitions, if you're shooting the missile when you enter Act 3, you're still carried with the missile, but since the missile isn't coded to go anywhere, it teleports you to 0-0, so you're just kind of forced to die out of nowhere.
Oh, Dre is so close to that. Oh my god. Those little orbs can hit chaos. Oh my god, they've got the rings! What was he doing?
He was going for the ultra strat, but he just barely had enough time to take out Chaos 6 before his animation started.
Oh my god, that could have been bad.
No, it's definitely not possible to do ace with the missile.
Yeah, that boss, like, believe it or not, has a lot of movement tech, like, to speed it up. It's really interesting. You can manipulate those ice cube things right into Chaos 6's mouth, but yeah, it's a little bit finicky. Runners just play it safe, which is
Let's say now,
understandable.
Dre, it looks like also golded on Skydeck, but his after Red Mountain, his best possible time is now a 38:24, so no longer within the 37. How
That's
much harder is
crazy.
Lost
That
World
Red
on?
Mountain looks so good though.
How much harder is Lost World in SA1 compared to SACX? Very.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
like if you imagine playing it all with autocam, it's pretty damn hard.
It is dramatically more difficult. It is relatively easy in SACX to get a pretty good time in Lost World.
Yeah, I
Getting a
agree.
pretty good time in Lost World in SA1 is much harder.
Yeah, I mean, you carried a little bit in SADX because you have a lot more hover frames than you do in this game, so you can do a lot more jumps, but in this game, it's like, yeah, you don't have a lot of liberties.
It's like snake skip in SACX, like the traditional snake skip where you just launch off the snake guy in the center without raising the water. I think that's pretty free. But doing it in SA1, I don't even try. Like, it's not even worth it. It is so much harder. Just small
I've
changes.
not seen anyone do anything else here. I've only seen them do this.
Yeah, baby snake skip.
Testament to how much harder it is. And, you know, Dre Minus, a SADX runner, yeah, if it was easier, he would definitely go for it. This is looking very nice. Is he going to go for light glitch? It looks like it. Yep, there we go.
Pausing in the door works, but it's slightly more inconsistent. There's a small corner you can jump in, which is what people will typically do because pausing in this game also loses you a bunch of time. You can't close the pause button with B. You have to close it with the start button. And even then, the pause has like a 2-second delay between when you press start and when it actually closes. So it's kind of like
yeah. This looks really good. Dre's keeping the camera behind like this so that the rubber banding, he can sort of see what the boulder's doing. Oh, that was risky to spin there. But worked out alright. It's not a guarantee that the boulder won't hit you with a camera like that, but it is easier to see what's going to happen. Right.
Very nice so far. And he's through. That's fantastic.
A nice Lost World.
150 flat.
Wow. You'll love to see it. Here's Must going for the same baby snake skip jump.
Right side
a lot of height. Okay, is it going to do a spin hover? Yeah, you can make it. Oh, he didn't go for it though.
Nice milk aisle from Dre.
Milk. Where do these names come from?
you just take 2 steps. It doesn't matter what you call it.
If you want to name a skip in this game, send your submissions to wewon'treadthis@gmail.com. But no, Must Include got a really nice door clip, by the way. It was like instant.
Yeah, that first try jump. He's so consistent with it. Okay, yeah, that's gonna leg glitch. It's not a very strong one, but it's good enough.
Yeah, that'll last to about the rings. Oh no, it lasts the whole stage. Nice.
Yeah, that was very dangerous because of the way he jumped, but he took a super risky jump to keep the light.
Yeah, if you're only used to seeing DX, we go a really interesting route there, just to light up that room because it's pitch black. It's impossible.
Nice door clip.
Yeah, don't think he was expecting it. Okay, here we go. Going into final egg. Is Dre gonna do the absolute balls to the wall final egg skip? By the way, we see everyone do the puzzle in this order, but you can actually do it the opposite order as well. It works the same. World's hardest puzzle. Alright, here we go. God, Dre would be on an insane pace if he hits this first try. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, any capsulers in chat.
Oh, it looks like he's going for it.
Of course he's going for it. Of course he's going for it.
Oh my god. Prage. This looks so good.
That looks so good.
Oh!
Yes! No way! No fucking way!
What?
Back on 37. He's back on 37 pace.
This, oh my god, this might be the first 37.
This might be the first 37.
Oh my god. That was so clean. Dre, please
Dude,
teach me.
Dude. Dre was like, hey, sorry for the delay. I'll make sure this goes quick. And he just whipped out the fastest run of the tournament.
Wow, don't jinx it too early. Final Egg has claimed many over the years.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. This is so
Holy
stressful.
shit.
Come on. The nerves right now must be immense.
Dude, you gotta have your butthole puckered on this one. Like, you are clenched up hard
Oh my
after
God.
hitting final leg like that. I don't care if it's CX, I don't care if it's vanilla. If you're on a pacer and you land capsule, this is when you start. This is when you gotta like focus up.
Yeah, especially considering how hard this boss actually is, and must include going for the stage normally. Unfortunately, not even attempting it, which is sad because I know they can hit it. I think they went for it in their PB, but yeah. Understandable, just wants to finish the race, I suppose. Or maybe doesn't know how far Dre is ahead. This is insanely good.
Oh, this is. I can't wait.
Oh man,
I can't wait to see the end of this.
Oh, that looked way too early, but okay. All of the really dangerous hits are done. This is pretty much a done fight now.
Carp, are we going to see it? It's going to be so close.
It's so close if it is. Oh my god.
Carp, are we going to see it? Are we going to see history? The first runner to reach the 37 barrier.
Let's go, Dre. Come on. You're gonna cinch this just barely.
Every day I feel more and more scared about my place at the top because of runners like Dre making it hard for me to sit still.
Oh, this might barely not. Oh, this is so close.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's it. Oh my god.
37-58. Dre has done it.
Wow. That was so good. What the fuck?
An absolutely ludicrous minute barrier. Only one other human being has ever gotten a time in this category even remotely close to that. That is ridiculous. From the brink of dropping out, one crash away from turning off the console and saying, fuck it, I can't do this today. With all the setup problems, with the mentality not in line, with the extremely scuffed start, through it all, Dre came through and minused out the competition with a 37-58.
No, that was insane. I mean, even if Must Include went for the final egg capsule there, like Must Include was like, you know, he had to play against Dre at his absolute best there, and that would be a hurdle for absolutely anyone. So, honestly, a great performance from him. Like, even without the weird internet disconnection thing from Must Include, it just, yeah, this was just Dre's day. Holy.
No kidding.
The lesson is that you should always run on a burnt disk that does not work.
Yeah, waste everybody's time. Make it. This is what you get. You ice people out.
Yeah, the Dreamcast, you know, even the Dreamcast couldn't stop him. That was an insane run. God, we were just talking about this. Like, do you think anyone's going to break any crazy minute barriers? And look at that! God, after Vadim's amazing 38-12, I think it was, they're like, this is just, oh my god. People are playing so well in this tournament.
Vadim was looking unstoppable. A 38 and looked like was continuing to just go on a reign of terror. But now Vadim's got to look out. Vadim's got to look out for Dre. Dre, still at the top of the winners bracket, is going to be moving on to the winners final, and he's going to be facing off against the winner of Squeefy versus Vadim, which is going to be another insane race that I guarantee is going to break some new minute barriers. I have no clue who's going to come out on top in that one. I know both of those runners have been grinding their hearts out. I can't wait to see it. But this Egg Viper was very clean from Must Include. Shoutouts especially to, like I said, one of our oldest hardware runners. Been there since nearly the rebirth of the new community. One of the first runners to really step up and accept a lot of the new Dreamcast changes. And finishing it out with the 43-26.
Oh, no, not sure what happened on our screen with Must's image, but it looks like he finished with a 43-23, it looked like, on that final split.
Hello, Dre.
Hello. Wow, that run was insane. Look at the golds.
I know. If only not for that red mountain. Like, I was like, hey, this is a pretty good run, and the red mountain came up, and I was like screaming after the second death. I was like, oh my god. And then the rest of it was pretty good too. I was like, holy crap. Whenever I got the final egg first try, I screamed. I screamed. Like, oh man, that felt good.
Don't worry, we screamed as well. That was
we also
insane.
screamed.
Oh man.
I actually think we were more stressed than you were going into Egg Viper.
my hands were shaking like whenever the run ended. But Egg Viper was pretty kind. Like the last race I did, Egg Viper was not as kind and it was very scary. But this time it was a little bit easier. I find it harder than SACX. Cause like I don't know, it just feels weird to like hit the boss head on like that. It's almost like more consistent to not go for the quick hits.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I mean at this point I do homing attack quick hits for Egg Viper because I don't trust the spin dash anymore. Something kept happening to me on amazing paces, so I just time a homing attack whenever he pops out immediately.
Yeah. I was getting so PO'd at the game. I think like it ended up being good fire to make me actually finish the run quickly. I was like, oh, I guess I got to finish this really quick because I took so long to set up.
That's exactly what I said.
I was working on literally like I guess I have to go like come in a little bit earlier because I was trying for 20 minutes before I even like probably before I ended up on screen. I was trying for a while, and it was probably like the 10th or 12th try. It just like the disc spun in the right way. I was going to get like a JP copy, but by the time I like got around to like actually doing it, it had just been like it wasn't enough time to get it imported. But yeah, so we got to deal with this. Hopefully. Yeah, I think next time I like start if I do like practice before the race, I will make sure to get the CX code on then. But yeah, that was insane. I knew that I'd have to play well in order to beat Must Include because like yeah, just like I was like our times are so close. Also, this stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You two came in with a really similar PB, and even funnier than that, a really similar sum of best. Your best evers and everything are around the same, and then you decided, actually, fuck that. I'm just gonna be even better today.
Yeah, it's 36-46 now. If I don't beat it,
46 Saab.
Yeah, it's a sum of best 36-46.
Wow, that is insane. Going into this run, I was saying to Wiver, I don't know if you changed this, I don't know if you changed this later in the run, but it looked like you started the run comparing against your summer bests, and for good reason, you came so close to them. Holy. That was insane to watch.
I had it on I might have accidentally put it to my summer best. I was comparing to none for most of it because, like, just the nerves.
That's
I knew I was doing well. But yeah. Ugh. Yeah, that's all I have. I'd be happy to keep this run, this as a PB for the rest of the tournament. that was happy with that.
I gotta say, congratulations on being the second human being in history to ever get a time this good in this game in this category. Handshake to that. Welcome to the top, buddy. It's lonely up here. You're getting real close to me, and that's scary. But you've been putting in so much work, dude. Your golds are crazy. Your runs are ridiculous. Watching you play is really lighting the fire back in me to get back in the game. I've loved watching you and your progress so far, and I'm really excited to see how far you go in the bracket. Speaking of that, your next opponent in winners finals, you've made it that far. Your next opponent in winners finals is going to be either Vadim or Squeefy. How you feeling?
I'm happy that I made it to winners finals because I don't want to play a bunch of matches in like the losers bracket. Now I just got to only play like potentially, hope, depending on how the winners finals goes, I might only need to play 2 and then I'm done.
He's calling it here. Bro said, "Put me in grands now."
But it would be like one more match to get through. Like I'd have to play one more, even if I lose the next one. Like it would be one less, I guess, than because I'd have to go through the losers bracket a bunch if I wanted to, make it anywheres. I'm kind of just playing. If I lose, I lose.
I mean, that makes sense, but I do want to ask you about your opponents. So, how are you feeling? Either Vadim or Vadim or Squeefy. If either one of them wins, who you preferring to win, and how close do you think it's going to be?
They're both pretty scary. Vadim has got that potential.
Yeah,
that's scary. And I can't discount Squeefy either. It's Squeefy's potential is already out there. People already know. But Vadim is like a little newer to the game and real scary.
Yeah, they've been hitting a lot recently, just like out of nowhere, asked the other day, how do I do this? And then started getting skips consistently. Yeah, they're a fierce foe for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, looks like that's all the time we have for the interview. Thank you very much for stopping by for this, and well done again with that time. We'll be seeing you again in the next, for the winner of this next race, right? Or is that tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess I better
let me check.
Watch. So,
no, next up is actually going to be the losers match of Venom versus Victory Cannon.
Of course, my bad. That's going to be an exciting race to watch. We'll see you all there.
Hello, Sather. Welcome into the next round where we have got Venom versus Victory Cannon. Let me. Can I mute this? Where are we gonna go? Okay, but anyways, most good. How are you feeling today?
Could be better after what the hell just happened. That's for sure.
Yeah. I mean, we all have bad days. I mean, mine, to be fair, I've been doing that great recently, either in my runs. But yeah, we've got Victory Cannon and Venom. So, how do we think this is gonna go? What's our predictions?
If I have to pick a winner, I'd have to. I'm gonna side with Venom here, personally.
Yeah, I mean, Venom did get a 39 recently. And Victory Cannon, who has been, honestly, has been improving so much. I don't know. Like, I definitely think Victory has a chance. I definitely think they can take this one. But yeah, I do agree. I'm kind of leaning a little bit more towards Venom.
Oh yeah, not to say that Victory can't win or anything. Victory absolutely
Victory
has a chance to win.
100% they can definitely win this. But I think we're just going to be getting set up relatively soon. So as soon as we can get in, we'll get started. And after coming off from the last match where we had a 37 show up, we never know. Venom could also be joining, could be dropping below a 39, which would, that would be interesting to see. But yeah, we are going to be setting up very soon, hopefully. Okay. There you are. There we go. Awesome. Okay, and it looks like we are off. Victory Cannon cheering, kind of showing off a little bit. Okay. Venom loading in. Venom being one of our hardware boys.
Yeah.
Let's reload into Chaos Zero with Big Cannon taking a nice. Real big Chaos Zero. It's not really a lot we can say about Zero. It's kind of just heavily manipulate it and just do alright.
Yeah, just don't die to him. That's pretty much the only thing that could go wrong here.
Yep, basically, yeah. And with a nice high 19 for Venom, the Victory Cannon also going to be entering into Jimmy. Good old Jimmy. And yeah. Okay, and so I don't know. What do we say about Jimmy? The unbothered Jimmy.
Who doesn't love Jimmy, man?
We love Jimmy. Jimmy's awesome. I love how we've basically just invented. The SA1 crew just kind of invented their own lore for the game, being like, oh yeah, that's Jimmy. He's just kind of there.
And it was immediate too.
Vader kind of heading straight into Emerald Coast. Go around and skip the loop here. And Venom will also be entering into Emerald Coast. Who knows? Venom's loads will be a little bit longer. Again, they are playing on hardware, so they do have to deal with disk loads. And that's Will Hop there. Probably very similar. Anyway, that was a very wide angle by Venom, but it's not really an issue. And Will Hop my Venom. Let's go. We love to see. And okay, I was a little bit worried Richard was going to fall there. I've seen that happen so many times where you can get caught by the wind, but I've seen it so many times where you just fall straight down. It's like, oh, okay then. If that happens, that's one of. What are you saying?
I was gonna say the wind is like super tiny right there.
It is. I would love to see what the actual size of it is, but I haven't found a collision viewer that lets you see it. Because I would be very curious to see how big it is, because it doesn't seem that big at all. Picturing it opting to take the high road. Then I'm also opting to take the high road jump. Nope, maybe changing the mind. Nope, okay. A little bit of both.
The more the merrier.
The more the merrier. Victory ending with a 136. Yep. I mean, if I was them, I'd probably be okay with that. And a 118, pretty sure the 118 for Venom.
Extremely solid Emerald Coast by both runners.
For sure. No major mistakes, really. Not much time lost. Oh, the other runners now making their way over to the Egg Hornet. Which is a very simple boss, simply just mash A, and that's usually okay. Let's see. Oh, I thought Victory Tank was going to take the lower path, which you can do.
Yeah, I've seen some people do that.
Not very often. Like I'm pretty sure the top path is faster, but I've seen some people take the lower path. And I guess it doesn't really lose that much time in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah, just preference, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. And Victory. Good for it. Nice Egg Hornet. Played it nice and safe, nice and easy. And while Victory exits out of Egg Hornet, Venom is coming into it. Very nice whole movement from Victory there. Going to grab the Wind Key. I keep wanting to say Leaf Stone, but that's not even the right type of... Yeah, I keep wanting to say Leaf Stone, but that's the wrong game series.
I think it's called the Wind Stone. I've been corrected for calling it a key before.
It's a thing that goes in a hole that opens a door. That sounds like a key to me.
I mean, I don't know if it opens a door, really.
I mean, what is a door opening an entrance to somewhere over the place?
True.
Pretty solid Act 1 from Victory there, going to Windy. Did hit the spring, do a bit of time, but there's so many small time losses that really don't matter.
Yeah, I mean, you just sometimes just hit the spring without even trying to.
Yeah, it's not an intentional thing. Nice trampoline skip from Victory there. The question is, are we going to see Act 3 skip? Let's see. Victory's lining up with it. How are we looking? Oof. I don't know about that. That was a weird turn. I do not know how to feel about this. It should be okay. I feel it would have died by now, but I don't know if they've got enough distance to make the jump. Oh, I do not like the way Victory does their Windy Valley. I'll be completely honest. But
yeah, I don't like it either. It scares the hell out of me.
Okay, I've said it every time someone's done Windy Valley. I hate the way everyone does it except for me. Everyone does it so different, it scares me so much. Victory's honestly probably the worst. Because the way their camera turns is just so weird, and they always look like just completely off. And they still make it.
Looks like they flip or something. It's really weird.
It's very weird. But hey, if it works, it works. It gives me a heart attack. Oh, which one is that? See, Venom's also going to be lining up for Winnie Valley Act 3. Can we get the gravity? The gravity is good. Are we going to turn? Looking good. Venom being a hold the triggers all the way person. I don't think they even tap right trigger when going down. They just commit to holding triggers.
Like the whole time?
Yeah, pretty sure they do, yeah. I think Abris might do the same. I'm not sure. But yeah, Venom just commits. Pretty sure they are a trigger committer. I mean, there's a million ways to do Winnie Valley 3. Let's see. FTB from Victory always goes left. Always seems to go left side. Nope, they're going to the right side this time. Okay. And there we go.
Yeah, I mean, I think the right side is easier, but I mean, I don't think it really matters as long as you get in there.
Hmm. I mean, I've always gone the right side because it seems fastest. I have no evidence for this other than it seems closer. That was a very nice casino by Victory there.
Yeah, it's okay.
An
This is
18,
a really
okay.
close race so far.
Mm-hmm. Right. I will see. There's definitely places where this could split off a bit, but look at this now. This is very close. We are still early game. A lot can happen, though. That's something I have to remember. A lot can happen.
Yeah, trust me, I know a lot can happen.
Oh, we all know a lot can happen. Everyone just there's some parts of this game are just difficult. Venom, no, don't do me. Please don't do me. Okay. Oh, we do not need a repeat of what I had to go through. Oh, Venom gets out, going into casinos pretty soon. Oh, Victory going to be entering into Ice Cap. Struggling with the clip, that's not gonna... There we go. It looked like Venom went to go for like an instant clip by just rolling into it, which I've never seen before, which I don't see why it wouldn't work. But that would be very interesting to see if it worked out there. He's cruising through Casino, making way up. See you again. Okay, Casino just looks like it's a free summon. And I'm playing safe 16 for them. They're playing that ending really super safe. So now can Victory clip out in Ice Cap? That is the question. This deceptively hard trick. And they're going for the lineup. Yep. I understand. I agree with it.
Yeah,
Yes,
that looked good.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, it's like sometimes you have to be like, okay, is it worth the potential time save, but then risking the time loss, or should I just line up and just get out relatively quick with a very minor time loss?
Yeah, the only person that doesn't apply to is Wither because he's remembered the angle
He's
somehow.
remembered the angle
He is.
somehow. Yeah, dubs them the angle rememberers, and by rememberers plural, I mean the one person. What are Venom's loads? Venom is playing on console. They're on hardware. Venom is playing on an actual Dreamcast, while Victory Cannon is playing on, and that is very high up. Okay. Victory is on Emu. Wow, Victory is very high in Ice Cap there. Okay.
Better really high up than dying.
I mean, that's true. That is very true.
It's okay.
Should have ever seen anyone land over there.
Could be some extra time for Venom though.
That would definitely give Venom some extra time to catch up. Not catch up, to build a lead, I mean. But yeah, while it does look like Victory may look like Victory's in the lead, Venom is ever so slightly in the lead just because we time loadless. And well, Victory's in the death screams because JP version. Venom will also be soon be coming up to Winnie Valley Ice Cap. Probably going to take a very simple. There doesn't turn the camera. I'm in Team Corp for this. Turn the camera.
I usually don't, just because that's how I learned how to do it.
Really? Yeah. I mean, weird because I don't turn the camera in DX, but I do in Dreamcast.
That's interesting.
See, like on Dreamcast I turn the camera, but on DX I don't. Which I don't know why. I mean, the camera just helps line up because it's being inclusion and Victory with the blue balls. The orbs of the blue color.
did not praise Chaos 4 enough.
Apparently not. Apparently not. Venom falling down ice cap. I don't know how. They seem to.
Another thing, I don't
Spin?
like how he spins in circles.
Yeah. It works, but yeah. Victory's ice cap. We caught the ending of
you-
it for the clip out, and the clip out was pretty solid. Because they took the time
Yeah.
to line it up for it.
I saw Act 2 and it was fine.
I was more focused on seeing how Venom got through Casino. But speaking of Casino, and by speaking of Casino, I mean not speaking of Casino at all. Victory Cannon comes out of Chaos 4 while Venom is going to be entering into Chaos 4.
After
Yeah.
a little with Knuckles, that is.
A little scuffle with Chuckles and Knuckles. But Victory opting not to soft reset because they are on Dojo. And so on the commentators, we're going to have Venom's going to be doing Chaos 4 while Victory is going to be entering into Skydeck, which, you know, is obviously the most interesting part of the run, and everyone loves it. I'm just going for it, and okay. The hats have come out again.
Oh boy.
There they are. Okay. Yeah, he's got a few hats. He just uses channel points. You can just be like, okay, wear this hat. It's like, okay, sure. I'm wondering if we're going to see any others coming out later on.
Might see a different one during the second Sky Chase.
Very good, I don't know. Looking like a pretty okay Chaos 4. I haven't seen any blue balls, and I haven't missed them. I do have a habit of being blind sometimes.
We'll be able to tell from the end IGT time if he got blue balled.
Yeah, you will. I mean, looking at the time now, it doesn't look like they did. Yeah, looking like, yeah, I'd say that was a pretty clean Chaos 4. No bad RNG happened, no blue balls, no anything.
Yep. That'll just be even more time for Venom to add on.
Yep, for sure. It's slowly pulling that lead away. Venom is a console, so I imagine they will be going for a soft reset here. Yep, saves very little time, but again, you know, it is time save.
Yeah. If it saves time, it saves time. And if I remember correctly, it only saves time LRT. Is that correct?
Yes, only LRT, yes. Because these loads here would just take away from it completely. So if we were still timing RTA, this track wouldn't be a thing. The cutscene is so short.
Remember there were some other resets like that we found, I think, that were in the same boat.
Yeah, like I think, was it Big had one?
Yeah, Big has one.
Big has
and-
one, yeah.
okay. Yeah.
Pretty sure there is others, I just can't remember what they are though.
There's got to be others that we just haven't found yet.
Yeah, I mean that's just how it is. Well, speaking of, Victory has finally got out of Sky Chase. Looked at Amy, they're going to grab the crystal ring while Venom is eating. I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be soup. Or it was cereal, I do not remember. I know someone has said before what it was. Yeah, Victory grabbing crystal ring right there. The only time in any Sonic Adventure or anything where you'd actually see the crystal ring being grabbed. And it actually saving time.
Yeah, I remember when we first found out that Crystal Ring was slower. Those golds, man.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
And then we found out, but it's still slower in CX. It's like, oh, okay then.
There's something seriously wrong if it's still slower in CX.
Yeah, it really is. Victory just got completely destroyed there. Okay. That was unfortunate. It looked like they had enough rings to go for track skip, or at least attempt it, but then they just got completely destroyed.
This track, man, it's been ruthless this tournament.
It really has. I do not get what it is with Twinkle Park. Like, everyone worries about Fine Leg being the issue. Like, no, you can't discount Twinkle Park. This stage will remind you that it exists.
Yeah, in a very brutal way, too.
Yeah, like Victory kind of just proved they're just getting rammed again. It's unfortunate stuff. So, are we going to see coaster skip from Victory? I imagine we would. They know how to do coaster skip. Coaster skip is one of those things, once you understand it, it's usually not that bad. Especially on Dreamcast, where we can just mash the button unless you're playing on a nuclear reactor and you don't have the load zones. The load times, and yep. Lines up, make the jump.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Okay. That ain't good. Did he? It looked like he clipped on the side of the exit.
Yeah, I think he hit the wall, so Sonic went out of
Yeah.
ball form.
Okay, that hurts. That do be the pain. It'll be Victory at least. They know their backups. Not getting out on it though.
Looks like they didn't get enough height there.
There you go, that should be good. There we go. Go for it, Venom moves. Venom can soon be entering Twinkle Park. This is a cool thing about having emulator versus disc runs. We'll get to watch one level, then go watch the same one again. Using the Crittering Orbs to grab the the light speed orbs, to grab the upgrade.
See how
And I
Twinkle Park
believe-
here goes.
Victory's game has frozen again.
Oh, no, wait, there it goes.
Okay, no, it's back, okay. I would love to know why that is. I have a theory it might be some audio files, maybe. But I'd have to look into that. But, that's some really unfortunate stuff. Venom now.
Could Dojo potentially end up being like SACX, where they have to remove certain audio to make it run better?
I don't know. It's something we would have to look into. We also have to make sure it doesn't affect the run in any way. Like give any unfair advantages. I wouldn't imagine it would. But it would definitely be something we need to look into. 'Cause I'm wondering if that's what it is. But yeah. And Venom looking like they're having a pretty clean Twinkle Park there.
Yeah, it did his swerve thing that he does to get track skip.
Yeah. Terrifies me, but they keep doing it. Heck, what am I to say to stop doing it? It works.
Yeah, I mean, it's like what we've been saying. If it works, oh no.
Venom! Wow, that's 2 coaster skips missed in one race. Okay.
Looks like there you just didn't charge the spin dash enough.
Maybe, usually you would just do a normal hover, and as long as you charge that up, it's usually fine. It looked like the angle they took was a bit off. Because while the building is straight ahead, if you do sort of curve ever so very slightly left, Like if you go too far right, then you don't have distance to get across.
Yes. Yeah, it's okay.
They were pretty far to the left, so yeah, that's probably what it was.
Hmm. Yeah. That's why I usually reset my hover frames there, even though you don't really need to. I do it just to have the extra. I just try and play it a little bit safe. Oh, okay. Not gonna lie, I thought Victor was going to try and go for a left side clip there, which would be interesting to see, because I don't think anyone's done it yet.
I think someone has. Oh, Anthony did during their races. I'm pretty sure.
Hmm. What, you mean when you clip through the wall or using the stairs?
Oh, no, not that, Never mind.
No.
When you said left, yeah, I thought you were talking about
meant the stairs.
on the stairs. Yeah.
Oh no, there's a corner on the left side you can clip through.
That's very interesting. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, you need to do a weird hover thing. I was like, if he's going for it, that would be interesting. It's kind of what we used to do for DX, where it's in basically, I believe it's like a similar place or the same place, and you can use that and get in there to skip going through the hotel. Did you grab a new upgrade?
Oh, his ancient light attack got like eaten there or something.
Hmm. I have no idea what happened there. And I'm loading into Speed Highway in Act 2 while Victory is in Red Mountain. Speedway Highway is kind of like, feels like the sort of break stage. You know, you don't expect a lot to go wrong. It doesn't mean you can stop paying attention to it. But usually this is this stage where it's like, okay, time to focus up a little bit. Get some attention back. That wasn't okay. I should really stop talking.
Oh, did he fall off the building? I was watching Victory.
Yeah, he went for. Oh, Ben's struggling for Act 3.
Does not know the backup apparently.
Victory didn't make the jump. Okay, we're both runners struggling in different stages. Okay, but Venom gets out, it's no problems. Venom has pulled out. And he's going to be moving onto Red Mountain pretty soon. Victory landing up here, taking the high road.
Oh no!
What? Oh, did the jump just looked like the jump just got eaten there?
Yeah, that's what it looked like happened.
That's just a major series of unfortunate events. Then I'm opting to clip using this jump.
Okay, yeah, there we go. Victory getting across there now.
I'm gonna be lining up for jump off, getting a jump off here. Trying to reposition himself so they can get like an actual better jump.
Ooh, that was kind of close there. Almost didn't make it up there.
Yeah. And good. And what has been tradition, while Victory Cannon is exiting out Red Mountain, Venom will soon be entering it.
Yeah, it's okay.
Good old Dreamcast loads.
Yep, good old Dreamcast loads. Well, Venom is still in the lead. I believe the bit rate's dropped a bit. I'm pretty sure Venom's in the lead.
Yeah, I think the gap is a minute at least.
Hmm. Yeah.
I see 5 digits there. Yeah, Venom is leading by a minute 39 out of Speed Highway.
Hey,
Yeah, that makes sense. A minute for a lot of unfortunate things has been happening. I mean, that still doesn't mean that this is completely out of it for Victory. Victory can still catch up. There's still plenty of places where things can go wrong.
Absolutely.
Like, the run doesn't end until the run ends. Until that timer stops after Egg Firepot, this race is still on. It's the...
Ugh,
It-
I don't like that.
Venom.
Oh, we
Ooh,
oh,
Venom.
Oh,
That's good. I don't think that's enough for Victory to catch up, but that's gonna. But we have to remember, Victory did struggle with Red Mountain a bit, so that may not hurt Venom as much as we think. Venom
Yeah,
will
I
probably
think-
still pull ahead a bit more.
yeah. I think Victory's death was longer than Venom's was.
Mhm. Yeah.
Funky camera right there. That's awesome.
From the Red Mountain cameras.
I've always wondered what causes the camera to like shoot back to the start of the stage in this section, like in the tunnel.
I don't actually know. I wonder if it's like there's like a camera trigger there, or something that just kind of pulls it back. Because you have to remember, this camera is a solid object. The camera exists in the world as a solid object. So if it hits something, it can mess it up a bit. So I'm wondering if there's something there, like a camera trigger that tells us to go back to the start, but then it just gets stuck or something. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would have been kind of curious. And the 124 for Venom there.
It's a fun way to imagine it. There's an actual cameraman that somehow keeps up with Sonic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks like Victory switched hats now. Looks like he's
Oh,
wearing
yeah.
the Supersonic hat.
The Supersonic one, okay. But friends are now currently in everyone's favourite stage. We love Skydeck. Get hit and so everything. Oh,
Yes, so true.
it'd be like that sometimes. But yeah. Ah. Oh.
Get hit and stuck on everything challenge. Easy.
Yeah. You know, I think it doesn't about this game is kind of just like that. There's a lot of things you can get stuck on. And a lot of things you kind of just don't think about when you're, you know, trying to go the fast, as they say. And
Yeah,
luckily,
it's quite weird.
Mhm.
It's really odd what it does and doesn't get stuck on.
Yeah, you can get stuck on the world's smallest pebble. And it's just like, okay then. And then you just like run past some things that basically don't exist. It'll become a bit of a win.
Sonic Adventure devs perfectly crafting the hitbox to make you get stuck on a fucking pebble in Red Mountain.
Oh. What we're saying, they've been patching the game. It's just what they've been doing.
These damn speedrunners are going too fast. We need to stop them.
I'm going too fast, so they need to be slowed down. So true though. Pretty gets entering to Skydeck pretty soon. Thank God for that. We're exiting Skydeck. Look, I love Sky Chase. That's all I know I don't. Actually no, I kinda do. Sky Chase is actually kinda cool. It's nice being able to have a break, especially when I'm like mostly run the version with the cutscenes in. You see,
Yeah.
it's a nice little break.
Dude, I don't know how I'm going to readjust to playing normal Sonic Adventure after the CX tournament.
Yeah, me neither. I'm gonna like be doing runs during a cutscene. I'm gonna press start to skip it, and she's not gonna work. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah, like the day before my first match, I was just bored, so I was playing non-cutscene, and I exactly did that. Like, first cutscene, I was pressing start, and I was like, what? I think that happened to me whenever during the last race. I tried to do a spin dash jump and
Yeah.
hit the side and it gave him skewed gravity and some weird shit.
Yeah, I've seen it happen a few times. It's just the way gravity works in this game. Once you get above a certain speed, it wants to pull you direct, like basically kind of towards your feet, you know, because it's kind of how loops work. But then, yeah, that can happen. It's the same logic for why Windy Valley skip works. But you know, if you're doing it in a location where you don't really want it to be happening, it kind of hurts.
Yeah, most of the time you're dying if that happens.
Yeah, most of the time you are.
Another thing that Victory does that like kind of is standing on those like platforms that the nut is held up by.
Oh yeah, and walks down to it or like jumps down to it. Yeah, I just go straight for the nut. I was not a big fan of how they.
as well.
I'm a big fan of how they don't turn the camera, because like, when I'm doing a nut jump, I'm usually trying to keep the camera locked so I can see where I'm going. They just kind of go for it.
I forever wish Sonic Adventure 1 Dreamcast could have free cam just for Skydeck. It would be fine for the other stages, just Skydeck.
Can you imagine if that actually happened? If they just... And wait, has Victory frozen? I believe they have frozen again.
No.
Are we going to get the okay? Please give us the okay. Nope, we're okay.
Okay,
Go
all
back.
is good.
Okay.
Couldn't imagine watching that still frame knowing you're dead.
Yeah.
Because that was right after he grabbed the rocket second time, so he was a goner.
Yeah, just kind of sat there just waiting for it all to end. Like, yep, guess I'll die now. But you're trying to get a pretty okay Act 2.
That could have been a lot worse, that's for sure.
Definitely could have been a lot worse. Venom not opting to take this checkpoint, taking a risk here, playing it pretty daring. Hopefully they don't do a jump cancel. I don't know if that was a jump cancel or not. Not a jump cancel. Homing cancel.
Yeah, to help prevent jump cancels on accident, I've been doing what Wither told me to do to like swipe my thumb across with the A and B button.
See, I have
really
my
helpful.
thumb like resting on A and X and just sort of like rock it there. But I just don't do homing cancels in Skydeck.
That's completely fair.
But yeah, I've had way too many deaths, especially in Act 1. Act 1 has so much going on, having impulse eating is so common that I just... Yeah, I evolve with it. Oh, Venom is just kind of
like
cruising.
you definitely save some time here on Victory.
Yeah, definitely gonna pull this cap a little bit. Barely too slow to get early cannon. Did they? Nope.
Oh,
Okay.
nice save there to dodge hitting the cannon a second time.
Like every part of me went, yep, that was not. They were gonna die there, but nope. Venom is just a better player than I am. Yeah, I got the button. Yeah. Venom is very ever so slowly, slightly catching up in terms of RTA. We'll be coming into Chaos 6 pretty soon on Venom's side.
And yeah, Victory's just handling Chaos 6. Nothing really much to say about it.
Yep, Chaos 6 is Chaos 6. Some things can go wrong, but usually it doesn't happen. Be careful what I say in case they end up jinxing something.
You have to watch what we're saying here.
Yeah, we have to be careful.
I've already cursed somebody earlier. I don't remember what it was, but
Let's see this jungle movement from Victory here. Oh, it's past the canopy.
Yeah, that jungle movement is so easy to mess up.
It is. Like, it's weird because you wouldn't need to remember jungle movement, but for CX, we do need to kind of remember things are.
Yeah, because it kills Sonic. Oh no! Speaking of
Ooh.
killing Sonic,
Speaking of
the
killing
tunnel
Sonic.
there.
Wow, like if you want to talk about bad RNG, that was some that was not some RNG you really want to be seeing.
I swear, sometimes the game like tracks where you're gonna go, and it just perfectly sets up one of those fire tablets
Yeah.
to just absolutely annihilate you.
It really does feel like that. And that first fight tunnel was just out to get victory. Like nope, you're an NTR. This is it. It stops now. And I'm gonna line up for a nice snake skip. Whoa. I don't even know what we even call this.
Snake ride skip.
Right. Like snake
I mean, you're
skip
not really
is
skipping.
snake. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
you're not really skipping it. Very nice pause clip from Victory there. I've seen a weird transition during the tournament where a lot of people were trying to do left side clip, but then recently I'm seeing more people just do the pause clip. So yeah, don't let with the gaslight, y'all. Trust me, the pause clip is more consistent.
Yeah, we got gaslit by Wither. Now we do the jump in
Yeah.
the corner. Don't fall for it like us.
Like I'll attempt the left side clip a couple times. If it doesn't work, I'm just going straight to the pause. Instead, I'm gonna go for it in my race and just not get it. Pretty nice and safe. Mirror room of victory there. Mirror room is really a room you don't want to be messing up. I played it nice and safe.
Yeah. Sometimes mirror room can just get you.
Yeah. There's quite a few places in this run where someone will play safe, and I'm just like, yep. Honestly, I agree.
Yeah, for sure.
Here's some places where it's better to take the very small time loss than it is to potentially die and waste so much time.
Very interesting though. Playing it safe in mirror room, but then testing the boulder's rubber banding abilities there.
Yeah, it is. I'll be honest. I do find it amazing how some runs will like play a majority of the run completely safe, and then in just one location they just go completely ham. It's like, you know what? I'm just gonna go for it. And I believe no. Okay, no, victory's still back. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
Venom struggling to get up to the top here.
I mean, maybe if you put your food down, you might be able to eat. Might be able to.
Hey.
True. Wait, what is he playing the game with? He's using his feet or something? What is this?
That guy's playing with feet. What the hell? I don't know. I want to go pace run. What's the feet pace like right now?
I mean, right now it's looking pretty good, I gotta say.
I know, right? I'm playing the game wrong apparently.
This is the true way to be good at SA1.
Struggling with left side clip there. Jumping a little bit too high.
I think also might be a tad bit too far over.
Yeah.
I would have just gone for pause at this point.
Yeah, I'm gonna agree. At this point, I would have just paused. Yeah, they're going too close to the door.
There we go.
Hey. Victory going for... Wait, was that first try final air capsule?
Holy shit, no way.
That might... I need confirmation that looked like first try. I was looking at Venom's, but that looked like a really fast fine leg for victory there. It was first try. First try. Let's go. Okay.
Let's go. Yeah, I was looking at Mimic shit posting in the Twitch chat and I missed it. God damn it.
You Mimic. No, we love Mimic. Damn, first try. Okay, victory time. Let's go.
That's huge. Now, if Venom either struggles with Final A cap or just doesn't go for it, that's some time saved.
That is some time save. You do have to remember there's a pretty big gap between both our runners right now, which means that Venom needs to make some pretty major mistakes. However, Venom does not go for Final Light Capsule.
Oh,
I
he
don't
doesn't?
think-
Oh.
No, they may attempt it a couple times, but their PB does not have Final Light Capsule. And they have a 39, by the way. Venom has a 39 without Final Light Capsule.
Even I had to do that damn trick to get a 39.
Yeah, Venom is just apparently just built different. Yeah, looking
Let's
at
see
it.
Venom do the funny here. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, there it is. Ah,
Actually, yeah, whenever we were doing that practice stream earlier, I did this, and I magically somehow managed to reset too early, and he just sent me back to the fucking menu, and it didn't save that Lost World was completed, so I would have had to replay the whole
Wow.
damn stage.
wait, really? Is that what happened? Wow.
Yes, seriously, it should be in the VOD.
Okay, because I had the stream open, like on its high while I was playing, and like you just in the menu, I was like, what? I was like, I didn't even know. Like, what happened?
Yeah, it was during that like race that we were doing.
Yeah.
So I think you technically won that one then.
I don't think you've even finished. I know I got to, like egg vibe, and I was like, you know, I'm killing the run. The run can die here. Victory coming up to the end of Egg Viper pretty soon. That's a very solid Egg Viper.
Did he do
Then-
quick hits?
I do not think so. Actually, it might have been. I'm looking at that timer. I'm not entirely sure. But right
You'll
now,
have to once again wait until the end to know if they did or not.
Mhm. Yep, Venom
It
opting
seemed-
not to go for Final Capsule.
That's completely fair.
I mean, the pace they're on, you know,
243 for 43.58 for Victory Cannon. What a run!
that was an insane run, 43.58. That's a run I would be more than happy with. But now we've got Venom, who is going to go through Final Leg using the route we'd usually take instead of going for Final Leg. Although at this point, I'm pretty sure Final Leg is a normal, a Capsule is a normal route at this point. See more
Yeah,
Capsules
we'll see
than
what the.
normal, but yeah, we'll
Oh,
see.
going for the act transition here.
Okay, misses the pause though. My guy, you need to listen to your disk drives. Disk drive starts to work everywhere.
Oh, you can use the disk drive to tell when to reset.
Yeah. Listen to the
I've
second
never
load.
actually done that, so I had no idea.
It's any act transition. Any act transition. The first one is unloading. The second one is loading it in. So I can't tell where they are, but yep, they are perfectly fine.
Extremely solid 120 right there for Venom.
Yeah, Victory is going to need a major Egg Viper meltdown to take this one, but yeah. Venom is I feel like Venom probably have this one in the bag pretty safely.
$350. Look, I mean, that just shows how much Final A cap is worth. Man, oh man, cut a whole minute off of that. But yeah, I don't think it'll be enough.
No.
I even think Venom could literally die on the last hit and still win. I believe, maybe. No.
Probably not that late. No, that might be a bit late at that point.
Well, I think if maybe early on, I think he could.
Yeah, during like maybe the first half, maybe. You know,
And yet, you never know.
sure, you never know.
Just playing it safe. Fair enough.
Yeah. What is Venom's base? Okay. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what time Venom gets, because I'm looking at high 39 maybe.
Maybe a mid to high 39, yeah.
Yeah. Probably close to a high 39. Maybe a low 40. But probably like a very low 40 though. And again, they are playing this pretty safe, so I don't know. Yeah, actually probably gonna be close to like low 40 probably. Because again, Venom is playing Egg Viper pretty safe, which is perfectly reasonable. Honestly, it's perfectly okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was getting these times and just not going for capsule. Like Venom didn't even attempt capsule, and they still, excuse me, still got a really good time. Like they're still looking
this
at
is-
a very slow time.
Yeah, we've seen both him and Carp get really good times without final egg capsule.
Mm-hmm. So hey, I don't know. Capsule may not be as necessary as we think it is. Obviously, it's gonna be necessary soon, but you know, we've got 239s without it.
Yeah, I think we were a bit wrong with our estimation on the time there.
Oh yeah, Venom did pretty safe, but still high 40. I wouldn't be upset with that.
I would be very happy with a time like that.
Mm-hmm. For sure. But yeah, let's see. Are we gonna get interviews? Hopefully.
With that 1 minute PB for victory there.
Oh wow, GG's victory. Okay.
That first try final egg cap. Wow.
Yep, that is gonna. Yep, let's see. We'll see if we get Venom in here maybe. The interviews on. Yep, that is. Okay. But yeah, so I mean, I don't know what to say about that. That's insane.
Really good
So,
run by both runners.
Mm-hmm. So hey Venom, how are you feeling?
Oh,
Venom,
oops,
you
was
should-
muted.
Oh, there is.
Hey.
Oh.
Oh man, worse than last run.
Yeah, but you still got a 40 without going final leg. I have no idea how you get times like that without doing final leg.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know either, honestly.
That's even worse.
Windy
That's not
Valley,
good.
I would literally practice like 2 sets of lives beforehand, had no issues. I don't know why. In a run, I
Mhm.
had horrible time with it yet again. Yeah, a lot of it was just like mistakes I had no idea what to do with. So I was just getting pissed off enough where I just turned my cam off.
Oh, okay.
Same
so that's
situation as Dre.
what- Okay, right. Okay. Speaking of the camera, we need to ask because you spent your entire time eating food. Are you playing with your feet?
Yes.
Knew it.
No way.
The meta
Just an
has
endless
changed.
supply of Chipotle. That's actually my secret.
The meta has changed. We heard it here first. Oh,
But yeah, honestly, I felt like Victory Cannon should have won with like the first try final leg. I
Yeah,
didn't
I
really
would-
see the rest of their run to see like what they kind of messed up on, but
they had a
Yeah, when I
pretty
s-
unfortunate Twinkle Park. In fact, you both had pretty unfortunate Twinkle Parks. Both of you missed Coaster Skip for Twinkle Park. Twinkle
Yeah.
Park it's just been cursed recently for everyone.
Twinkle Park, I guess it just didn't like my angle that I was holding because it kept me still in the air for a second and didn't have enough distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was quite unfortunate.
Other
Oh,
than
yeah,
that,
no,
I mean, it's pretty decent Twinkle Park minus that.
Mhm.
Um,
Yeah, I mean,
oh yeah, speed high weight, ate my jump input 3 times in a row, so that was fun.
wait, is that what was happening in Act 3?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Because we were wondering, like, what was happening with your jumps there. Okay, that actually explains a lot.
Yeah, explains the me flipping off my A button.
Oh, yeah, actually, let's see who you're against next. I should have the thing up. Bracket. Okay. Let me find it. Ah, you apparently will be up against Must Include next.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're fucking kidding.
Yeah, you two look like it are against each other. So, how are we feeling? I mean, I guess I can ask you as well, Musk, because you're
That'll be a crazy close game.
As long as
yeah,
they don't
Victor
play like
Cannon
they
is
did
here.
last match, I won't be too mad.
Hmm.
Honestly,
That
I've
match
made
was
it this
so
far.
bad.
I'm pretty happy with wherever I get placed after this.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
I didn't
sure.
even. I did not expect to make it to semis personally, or like anything this far.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, you may be in losers matches, but that doesn't mean you can't just keep going all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would be a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm not sure if you could pull Victory Cannon in. C is available in Watch Party though. There he is.
Did he? Oh, okay. I did not know they were here. Hello, Victor. How you feeling?
Hey, how's it going? I'm feeling pretty good. That run went from awful to pretty good. So
Yeah, GG's
How'd
on
it
the
go?
PB.
GG's on PB, yeah.
thank you.
Oh, that was a
That's like
PB? GG's.
Mm-hmm.
You see that?
Yeah, Jesus as well. I didn't actually get to catch the run. How'd it go?
Well, I mean, my run was pretty garbage most of the way through. When I saw you hit that final egg, I was just like, oh man, I just got to play like my best final egg ever and play it safe after.
Nice, very cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you just play it normally then?
Yeah. I don't go for capsule. I'm too bad at it.
Normally, I got you. Normally I don't. I mean, I have a rule. Like I'll go for it once, maybe twice, and then I'll call it quits because it's not worth it for me to keep trying. Unless unless I'm just absolutely living on the copium to save the run, then we might keep going. But
Hey, the copium worked out though.
oh, it worked out this time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
lost my mind. I couldn't for the week. What was your time?
It was a 40-14, I believe.
Woo, nice.
It was a 40 something. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in the 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. What were you saying, Squeefy?
I do not remember, I'll be honest.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
It ain't your fault. But yeah, I mean,
44, that's what it is.
yeah, this does mean, unfortunately, Victory, you are going to be out. But hey, honestly, your matches to watch have been like some of the most amazing things ever. And isn't this like your third PB in this tournament?
Yeah, every match so far has been a new PB.
That's
nuts.
huge.
That's some growth. Okay.
Yeah, if nothing else, I'm very happy with my performance in that regard. I'm glad I was able to just keep bumping it up, at least keep things interesting. So I feel good about that.
For sure, I'll be more than happy. And honestly, not gonna lie, I'm kind of curious to see where you are, like where you progress through later on in runs, because like you've PB'd so much, and you can tell there's so many places where you have improvements to come from, and just a little bit of cleanup. And you are going to be, honestly, probably going to be one of like the top runners. I'm so excited to see that.
I'm looking forward to pushing it more. Like once I get back, I'm I'm looking forward to some more practice and getting that cleanup in.
For sure, but yeah, I don't know if anyone has any final words they would like to say before we start wrapping up. I don't
Since these
think
are
we
my
have.
final. Sorry.
You continue. I'm trying to see if we have any more matches today. I don't believe we do.
This is
Oh
the last
man,
one.
I'm always
pretty
the
sure.
raid target chooser.
Yeah, apparently you are. Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got left? Do we want to raid Aiden? Do we want a Sonic Adventure 2 runner or Sonic Heroes runner?
I'm getting a show from Drumbasher in the chat.
Sure. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
Just go with Aiden there. Oh, Heroes Yum.
Oh,
We can
Heroes.
raid game it then.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I mean, heck, Chaotix tournament, Chaotix LDX in like a week.
True.
Yeah,
Literally a week.
Yep.
awesome tournament.
Yep. Everyone should look forward to it.
Oh yeah.
Do we have a raid message?
Oh
That's a good question.
man, I'm I'm burnt out of raid messages. I literally have none. Mike
I'm the-
Isle.
Sound offensive milk aisle. Like that's what babies.
So true.
Wow, it's so true.
What was that?
Okay.
Yep, that's it. That's it right there. Katamari
Yep.
Damacy.
Yep. Okay. That's it. That's the raid message. We'll go with that one.
Alright.
But yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap up now, and hopefully we'll see you all again. So, should be around the same time tomorrow. We'll see scheduling. But yeah, have a good one.
Have a good one, everybody.
See you, everyone.